podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I'm your host, Ness GTO. Man, listen, I'm very excited. Not only to be talking boxing this Sunday, but to have a co-host. Because if I would have been solo, dolo, Scarface, no Manolo, oh, forget about it. We'd have been talking about only Tank. Respect to everybody else that fought this week. Like, respect, Lubin, Rosario, like everybody from the biggest to the smallest. But damn. I don't even want to say A Star Is Born because that's disrespect. That's saying that he was born last night and I'm the one late. I'm the one late to witness all the star power and glory of Gervonta Tank Davis. I mean, yo, my bad if I ever said anything other than he is the biggest star from 130 to 140. And all roads lead to him. I know I might have never agreed with that, but after last night, wholeheartedly, there's nothing bigger than Tank in those divisions. Any fight, including Tank in them divisions, is gonna be huge. But I mean, how did it look on TV? Because from live, man, up close. Bruh, I've been covering Barrios from the beginning, so it was just brutal up close to me. What I seen in person is that this boy's power is violent. It's violent, and like it wants to hurt you. It wants you out of commission. His power got a mind of his own. It's crazy, man. Shout out to Tank, man. Shout out to Floyd, Money Mayweather, TMT Promotions. Bro, we talk like we know. We don't know a damn thing. We talk like we know. We don't know a damn thing. It don't matter who that man fight. There was 16,500 and some change sold out crowd of amazing people. I mean, I swear, you know, this is going to sound real crazy to me, but I mean, coming out of like, I'm just saying, if I'm African American, I want to live in Atlanta. I'm just saying that. If I'm African, that's where I want to live. Atlanta's crazy. But I've been doing this 12 years. I know I ain't even give you a chance to say hello and good evening, but I've been doing this shit 12 years. I ain't never seen that many Lamborghinis. It was like a pack of Skittles got let loose, except it was all Lamborghinis. I never seen nothing like this, man. It was crazy out there. Like,
you know something? Crazy. First of all, hello and good evening, brother. But
good evening.
You know, it was a lot of overlay. It was playoffs out there in Atlanta this weekend, right?
Oh, I don't. I don't know nothing. So please do tell me and the rest of the casual listeners that don't even fuck with boxing, because I was blown away.
I'm gonna lay out a couple factors about Atlanta. Besides the fact that you have I think you got over 100 television shows and films being filmed in the state of Georgia right now. So every time you turn on the television, you see that Georgia peach. That's what's going on in Georgia. So there's a lot of industry in Georgia. That's number one. Number two, the music industry. Then you have, the playoffs out there this weekend. Atlanta is crowded with celebrity energy and disposable income. So when you're talking about Lambos lining the streets and the stadiums, the scary thing, like, it's cool when it's an athlete that got a Lambo. The scary thing is the cats that got them Lambos and you don't know who they are.
Bruh.
I think that's something different.
Let me tell you, that's what I was telling people. Like, it's hard to distinguish who's the celebrity and who's the regular Atlanta native. Like, everybody is iced out. All the women look like they in a video shoot. Everybody look like they Nicki Minaj. I'm like, what the fuck is going on out here? Yo, it's like a big ass Offset video. Atlanta's crazy, man. That shit was bananas. It was crazy, for real. Listen, Tank brings out stars, celebrities by the folds. They in the stands because there ain't no more floor seats, man. It's bananas. It don't make no sense. Bro, first of all, he was bringing out stars I never heard of. Shout out to Tyler from ES News. Thank you for being as young as you are and putting the old man. He was just pointing and like, oh, that's who the I'm like, who? Like, who's that? I don't know, but it was a star for them, and Tank is younger than us, and like, he brought them out. And they was all pleased. You think this is the beauty of Atlanta. Let me just say this and I'll let you jump in. This is the beauty of Atlanta. They are a event town. They not a fight town. So they didn't care it was Barrios. When I said, what you think of the fight? Man, he did what he was supposed to do. He got the knockout. Nobody went, man, this wasn't a real champion. What the fuck Josh? Why ain't fight Josh? Ain't nobody care about that shit. They cared that he brought the city out. It was on fire. And he punched somebody's face in. That's all they cared about.
And I don't want to be the one to sound like I'm so prolific, man, but we in the same age range, bro. I'm telling you, for some reason, I can feel that he got the youth. And people like to say, oh, well, the youth, they're techie, they stream, but the youth got disposable incomes because they don't have children like you and I. So the youth don't mind paying $200-$300 to be somewhere, along with their $1,000 shoes and God knows whatever else clothes they got on. Yeah. That culture, he is a part of that. So, Tank is a lot like, Mike Tyson, and I want to say Zab Judah before I say Floyd. Remember, Zab Judah had hip hop. Zab Judah was the one in Busta Rhymes videos and people putting, Zab Judah in their rhymes. And then Floyd kind of took over that. Tank is this era's Zab Judah. He's close to the streets. I don't mean that negative. I just mean like he's got the pulse of the youth, man. And on top of that, when it comes to boxing, I think that's important because he's not going to give us those bullshit arguments about, regular this, regular that. He's just going to tell us, straight up and down, who's watching? Who's watching Tank? Is my mother 67 years old watching? Yes. My little niece is 23 years old? Yes. My 40-year-old your ass watching? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's watching this one, man.
Absolutely. Listen, all roads lead to Tank. Somebody in the chat, a hater, like there's always going to be that. It's so crazy how this world works. You know what I'm saying? Someone does something amazing and someone has to have something negative to say. That being said, someone said, will they fly to Las Vegas? Like I told Davis's mother, I interviewed her last night. I said, he should stay here. Let him stay right here. Do it again, and then guess what? Again. Bring Haney there and do it. Bring Tevin back out the cemetery and do it. Bruh, it really don't matter who. They not there to see the other guy. Women know who Tank are. He brought them out. When I asked, oh, so Tank really brought you out? Yeah, he brought us out. They ain't denying it. You know what I'm saying? So for haters, will they go to Vegas? Forget Vegas. Vegas is dead. All you can hear through I'm sorry to cut you off. All you can hear through my video is like, this is nothing like Vegas. I've been to Vegas 100 times. That was nothing like Vegas. The energy is nothing like Vegas, man. Like, again, you got to experience it, man.
It's two things. Atlanta don't have an outsider culture. In other words, when you go to Vegas, there's a distinction between the people that's from Las Vegas and Henderson and the visitors. In Atlanta, like you said, you don't really know who's from where. Everybody jeans is a little thinner. Everybody pockets is a little fatter. You get what I'm saying? It's
everybody jewelry so bright. Yo, listen, I'm telling you, it was like a giant music video.
But Atlantic City's opening back up too. So you talking about fight capitals and venues resuming.
Stop. You tripping right now. Atlantic City, you gonna compare Atlantic City to Atlanta?
No. I'm not comparing it. What I'm saying is Tank don't have to worry about going to Vegas. If he's concerned about not getting on planes and having some local action, then he could very well be the guy that brings Atlantic City, because they got some Philly guys that work, fight out of there. But he could be the guy. Yo, wasn't Clarissa Shields' big MMA joint just in Atlantic City? Yeah. And a couple of her previous fights had been in Atlantic City. So what I'm saying is, because he has this star potential, if he had any issues with going out west, Tank has enough power. I told you, he was on syndicated iHeartRadio commercials. Tank can bring back Atlantic City
and Hot 97 commercials, bro. Listen, it's different. It's different with him. It's different. Like, people could say what they want. They wasn't there. I know them seats wasn't cheap. It don't make no sense for them to price them seats cheap. The people sitting in there are wearing all designer. You might as well get what you could get for them seats. Like, it's crazy, I'm telling you. But as far as the fight goes, because that's another thing, he's just a killer. See, he's made to entertain. People are coming there and he's giving you what you want. He's giving you the knockout. He's hurting his opponent. He's striking blood, and he's entertaining. He put Barrios down. He did a little dance in the corner. Did you see it?
Yeah, he's dancing. He was moving his hips, boy. That's why the girls came out to see him, man.
Did a little dance. No wonder he put the tassels on. He knew why he put them tassels. Bruh, my man is he's entertaining. He's coming into his own for real. And it's a beautiful thing to see that, man. It's a beautiful thing to see, like, another star. Like, yo, like, I mean, I would like to see some other people to get a gauge, like, yo, who's really the king of Atlanta in terms of boxing? Because right now, man, he is in a league all his own right now. It just nothing looks like that, man. All I could think of was like, yo, why the fuck Floyd never came here? It don't make no sense. Like, Floyd should have literally really fought there. It makes absolutely no sense why he didn't adapt to Atlanta himself.
Hey, probably long-term agreements. And remember, he's the opposite way. He owns Nevada. He owns Vegas. Like, that's his town. So it's a 15-minute down the street. They're gonna pay him what he wanna owe. And all he got to do is essentially roll out of bed, get in a Rolls Royce, and drive 30 minutes, up the road. A lot of this stuff. Tank is the one to plant that flag, though. Tank is Atlanta, man. Tank is Atlanta. He's gonna be the fighter to bring Atlanta to where it needs to be.
Yo, and that's his nickname, the One. So fitting, so fitting. He really is, because you guaranteed excitement. Like, my man is such a dog. He's taking these shots to land a shot. He's putting so much power into these shots. It's just crazy, man. But we got Nafal Hamed, who says, Tank a dog. And you ain't lying, brother. That's really what he showed. the way he goes for the kill, I mean, he's running after them. He's running after his opponents, bro. Like, that's what fight fans want to see. A natural born killer, a dude to get excited to destroy his opponent. I love it. I really, fights and who's next and all that is cool, but it's a little different when you putting on events like that. You know what I'm saying? But if we are gonna, discuss certain things and opponents, let me give you some information.
We keep everything
Go
in-house.
for it.
Mayweather Promotions, PBC. I mean, we all one family, so I mean, we're not gonna go nowhere and make another company great. So we got plenty of fighters that's at 140, 135, and 130. We're gonna continue to fight the fighters that we got to fight. So we keep everything in-house. Mayweather Promotions.
So basically, Floyd Mayweather taking the Bob Arum route, saying they keeping everything in-house when it comes to Tank Davis. And this audio could be found. If it was a little low, I don't know why it's that low. Let me double check here. If it was a little low, it's on our Instagram.
We all one family, so I mean, we're not gonna go nowhere and make.
He said, we all one family, so we're not finna go anywhere and make anybody rich. We gonna match Tank up in-house. We got plenty of PBC fighters from 130 to 140. You're shaking your head. Give me, I guess, your reaction, man. It looks like you're not happy. You're not happy with what Floyd's saying.
Pobrecito. I'm dying, bro, because right away, you know what I hear? No Haney, no Loma. He would have killed Ryan Garcia, but no Ryan. I'm hearing that these fights are not going to happen, so I'm hearing that what we going to get? Rolly? You know what I'm saying? Like, and what I don't want to happen is I don't want Gervonta Davis to turn into Terrence Crawford is what I don't want to happen. That's what I'm saying. I don't want him. I don't want the prospect.
Bruh, it can never be that because he draws too much. How is it going to be Crawford when he's drawing?
Well,
he already doing successful pay-per-views and shows. Like, he can never be Crawford.
And I guess I'm wrong because even if I wanted to compare it, what he did last night would be like Crawford, going up to, you know what I'm saying, to 160, So yeah, I guess what I'm afraid of though, let me say it like this: I'm afraid of us being held hostage because we know the fights make sense, we know how dangerous Tank is, but then all of a sudden it's like. Yeah, because nobody else don't want to fight him, so we just got to keep it in-house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that the prospect of keeping it in-house kind of defeats the purpose of his star power.
I think you're just not really understanding how big inside the house is. It's just that simple.
Break
I mean, right off the door, I could pick like 3 in-house fights that are fire. I want the Rolly fight. I want the Rolly fight. I want the Rolly fight for Tank, Devin, Tio, any of them dudes. But he'll never fight Tio because he's Tio's boy. But that dude talk hella shit on Instagram all day, nonstop. Someone needs to fight him. Secondly, what? Let me just show you what you obviously didn't know. And if you don't know, and if you don't know, they don't know. And if they don't know, they need to hear this. Hold on. Let me
Opponent, but
let me bring this back.
I saw the Tank fight, good fight Tank, solid opponent, but he ain't me. So don't you ever fucking say my name ever again, because I guarantee I'll smash you, and I guarantee Floyd and Leonard Ellaby and none of them niggas ain't gonna let you close to me. So don't say my name ever again, because I will fucking knock y'all, little boy. I saw the Tank fight, good fight.
You heard him?
I heard him. And guess what?
So why you gonna act like you ain't gonna be all souped up for that fight with your poppity corn and everybody in front of the TV when they announce it?
You want to know what though? And I forgot because I remember his last fight was on quote unquote that side of the street, but in my mind I had him confused with Dazn. So I didn't think that fight was possible. But of course, because he been talking shit to both him and Broner for a long time. We just been sitting around waiting for either one of them. So
and guess what? Guess what?
Up?
Guess what? Mayweather playing chess. Y'all playing checkers. Why he don't fight Josh Taylor? Who fought Josh Taylor? Regis.
Regis.
Mm.
Yeah.
Simple, man. It's all mathematics, man. Listen, now I understand. They not on y'all timeline. Lomachenko was in a hurry. He just fought Nakatani, and he did good, I heard. He dropped Nakatani and separated himself.
Let me tell you something. I'm not going to take nothing away from Lomo, and I don't want to run away from the Tank fight, but I'm going to tell you, the beginning of the fight, because I watched it, I'm watching two TVs and back and forth. He looked a little sloppy. He was backhanding. I understood what Nakatani was trying to do, was trying to rough him up. He was getting walked into this weird this weird right hook that Nakatani was throwing. And I don't know if it's because he was southpaw or what, but it was just, it was weird to see him get caught by that because he was so little. He was getting lifted by it.
Oh, my God. Third fight on the 3-fight deal across the street. Gary Russell. What you saying? Which one of those fights you don't want? Russell? Which one of those fights you don't want? Oh, I want to watch Gary. Give me Ryan. Ryan ain't gonna put up the fight. Gary is.
No, Ryan laid out.
And
Ryan's not gonna make it through that fight.
Ryan, I ain't taking that from him, but in terms of boxing world, we don't believe him. Like he's such the pretty boy. He like Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? I know some people gonna get disrespected by that, but like he's the Ray. He's so pretty. He got the smile. Dude's waiting for him to prove it. He could prove it like Ray, but he got to prove it. You understand? Tank is that dog. He's the one everybody want to see. And
he proved so much last night. He proved so much. And I want people to get that clear.
In what sense, though?
Yo, there's no way. I'm going to keep saying it until I turn blue. And that's going to be a long time because I'm so melanated. Like, you don't cherry pick danger. You don't go up 2 divisions and say, yo, there's an advantage you're going to have in speed, but there's an advantage in power. There's an advantage in experience.
Hold up. Did you have the same energy when Canelo moved up 2 divisions?
I'm objective as hell. I'm quite sure I did. I'm
just happy because, that's how it is. It's like, these are the only 2 instances that I really do know of a dude moving up 2 divisions and actually not losing. Usually they lose. So when these dudes win, then dudes turn around and be like, oh, that was a regular champ, man. He was a washed up champ. Okay, let's assume what you're saying is 100% valid and holds mad weight. Yeah, Barrios was a regular champ. Yeah, Kovalev was washed up. But why don't nobody else move up? Do you see Ryan moving up and doing that to Barrios? Or I could see Tio. I can't front. I could see Tina. And I could see and I could see Devin too. But the thing is, did they do it? They didn't.
No.
It wasn't their idea to change the game and move up 2 divisions and create their own lane, make their own news and headlines. Oh, he's moving up 2 divisions. No, y'all decided to be undisputed. You decided to go the mandatory route. So why is everybody mad at Tank? Because he driving his car in the direction that he fucking want to go.
Yeah, Ness, remember the analogy I gave you? Because when you go the educated route, you saddle with student loans and you still got to get your money back so you can be undisputed and have that recognition, but you might not have the payday. You know what I'm saying?
Payday.
Meanwhile, Gervonta is a truck driver. He got his out the mud and he's sitting there with these college people and they mad because he don't have the student loans, but he got the same amount of money. He's a little bit more liquid, so his money spends differently. People got to get it correct, man. Stop hating on what he's doing. And then I've had people outright tell me they have something personal against Gervonta. Shame on you for being a fake boxing fan.
That comes from his out of the ring. He's got a lot of out of the ring stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He's a kid. He's a child.
You can say that. You can say that, but some of the stuff, is unforgivable or hard to forgive for some people. And I get all that, And Floyd was like that too. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't stop Floyd from being the richest.
And many fighters. Mike Tyson, there are many fighters, many athletes, many stars that have that. And I totally respect that point. I'm just saying people use it conveniently when you're trying to detract from a moment of greatness. Don't hang your hat on someone's past because they're trying to build a future for themselves,
or
man.
because their
Don't
future's
do
so
that.
bright. Because their future's so bright, people want to throw dirt on them. That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh,
That's
but
it.
who'd he fight? Why he fighting Barrios? Oh, he was a fake champ. Okay, tell that to the 16,500 that tuned in live and spent money. You understand? They didn't care that Barrios, and now I get it, man. You got to see it firsthand, and that's what I'm saying. I did see it firsthand, but the crowds ain't the same. Floyd crowd never looked like this crowd. And let me tell you about Logan Paul and the conversions. All right, a dude walked up to me, bruh. He had to be like 6'4", and he was black. Okay, he wasn't a white boy. He came right up to me and he was like, yo, hey, yo, I found you from the stream, man. What's up? And he asked for a fucking picture, and he found me from the Logan stream. So he been following from there. Logan fans converted. I'm trying to tell people, they keep playing these games thinking, y'all swear he eyeballs only. No, these fans is really converting. That dude went to Floyd fight and turned around and went to the Atlanta fight and spent money. They converting them fans, man. People got to stop thinking that Jake and Logan bring nothing to the table. That's not the truth. Analytically, is there anyway. You know, you could go talk to like a dude like Radio Raheem, and he'll show you, or I mean, obviously he won't show you, but he'll tell you. Analytically, they are there. We got Brandon in Cincinnati who says rappers, trappers, athletes, and scammers, you name it, Tank brings them out. It sounds like Ness fell in love with all that ass he's seen in Atlanta. Listen, the designers in Atlanta are on a whole nother level. Yo, I never been to a place with that much see-through outfits. Women might as well not wear clothes. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. Like, why are you wearing an entire see-through onesie? It's see-through. Like, you might as well just come with the motherfucking bra and panties. Listen.
The home of strip clubs, though, man. It's a whole vibe. Yo, you know Jay was out there, too.
Hey, yo, somebody told... Wait, you talking about Jay-Z?
Nah, my brother was out there.
I mean, I'm sure Tank brought everybody out, but I thought you meant Jay-Z because I swear to God, people started frenzying thinking they saw Beyonce. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Where B at? Get this interview real quick, go viral. But I ain't see her, man. But I swear to God, it was so many celebrities, it was bananas. I mean, look, Floyd, no. He seen it and he always said it, and we thought he was capping because it's Floyd and he trying to make whatever he got to be the best. But Floyd, no. Tank is the one, man. It's crazy. We've been sitting here talking about like who's gonna. He don't even need a torch. I mean, think about it. Who's passing him the torch? He don't even need it. Meanwhile, these dudes got to fight and beat Pacquiao, call out Floyd. This dude literally made his own fucking lane. He's his own man, bro. He's a made man.
Yeah, I respect that.
He's a made man, bro. It's insane. Listen to me. I was so lucky last night to have the access that I had. Usually it's a little difficult, bro. It was such a blessing to just, I'm flowing. I was in places I should have been kicked out of, and he had stars waiting in lines everywhere. Everywhere. People getting kicked out. Doors being closed on full-blown celebrities. Matt Barnes and his man from Up in Smoke, they had to get the Showtime G-Pass and still ain't make it all the way to the back. Espinosa's motherfucking self had to come and walk him into this room. Bruh, the dude, y'all don't understand. It's on some other level type of shit. I'm telling you. They lining up.
What do you think it is, though?
I have the power. It gotta be the power. Like, the way he's... I mean, people compared him to Mike in the past, and I think that's what it is, man. He is literally, think about it. Other than Crawford, really is the only dude I could think about, and he isn't like this. He's more 5-6 rounds of pop, 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 and then nah. My man is like, let me get you right now. You're dead, and that's what we want. We want that. It don't matter that it's taking 12 rounds, 8 rounds now, because we see. his aggression in every shot. Even when he met, bro, I'm telling you, being there live I've never felt nothing like that. All the oohs and ahs when he land or he miss, them right hook, when he landed that, boom, it was like, oh, the whole arena. You got to understand how that feels. Like, UK dudes know what that feels like. They know what that feels like because we only had 17,000. They got 90 doing that at once in Union. Oh, when that punch lands. Barrios, yo, fucking Tank hit my man like Show Kid hit the dude from Border. He was flying. Barrios flew that first knockdown. He was off his feet flying. He literally fell at least 3 feet over.
He did the Soldier Boy Superman. And it's funny 'cause that versus was all. He did the U right.
It's so much power. Like there's this boxing channel on Instagram called Boxing Loop, I think. And these dudes always use like Street Fighter sound effects and like little graphics. I swear they gotta put like some burning fists on Tank, all that, because he's killing it, man. He's on some bionic shit. I'm just saying. He's very strong, and he's showing you how strong. Like, these dudes, they getting hit, and they showing you like, oof, man, this is the next level right here. And this is a dude moving up 2 divisions doing that. You know, think about it. Like, oh yeah, but Barrios probably lost his second to last fight, and that's, yeah. Did it look like this? Did he motherfucking lose like this? Because if he would have lost like this, he wouldn't have had the belt. This is what I'm talking about. Leaving it not in the taking it out of the hands of the judges. You know. But look, let me show y'all this one from Billy Joe and Canelo, because he ain't make one for Tank yet. But this dude he's classic, man.
Got him!
Boy, if you don't let me start it over.
Saunders has fought only twice. Got him!
Boy, if you don't
touch that boy to the body.
I was born ready.
Thumbs up, soldier.
Great defense. Get the fuck out of here, man. Please.
Yo, this YouTube, I mean, this Instagram channel is official. Go ahead and follow Boxing Loop. I don't even know this dude, but his graphics are next level. I mean, and you could just see. They need to do one of these for Tank though, man, for real, cause
you know what it is with Tank. Tank is what you get, and I guess the people don't have another comparison to it because character-wise, they can't think of nobody but Mike. But when you break it down and you teach a fighter how to box, remember, it's dudes that could box. They're not fighters. They don't have, when it comes to fight or flight, that don't mean nothing against their character. They're just not fighters, but they have the skill, they have the technique, they have the ability, right? It's some dudes that fighters, you teach them how to box and they become dangerous. And Tank is still learning how to box.
Not even, bro. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're right and I am wrong, but according to Truck Simpson, who's a stablemate, he you know, I've seen him before the fight and after the fight, interviewed him both times. And he's like, I told you. And he's like, yo, and then he said, yo, the scary part is he ain't had the box yet. He boxed better than he could fight, he said. And Calvin has said that before, and Kenny has said that before, and more people saying that. He been an amateur for a long time. Like, the more we watching his story, the more Calvin Ford puts pictures of him in the amateurs. Like, he been doing this. You don't make it to the amateurs and get on the high level by just knocking people out, because it's harder to do with headgear than it is without. But I'm sure he could box, man. And I mean, look at his counterpunching ability. That's not just punching. That's
nah, you're right.
That is skill. Like, it takes skill to counterpunch like that, man. And he's very sharp on his feet too, in terms of like reaction. Like, he jumps right in with that fucking straight left, man, or that right hook. He chopping you down. It reminds me of the Gennady hook, man. This kid, he did the damn thing, let me tell you. He really did. Obviously, Barrios isn't a Gamboa in terms of accolades and stuff like that, but there were some dangers that he presented. His issue, he was so inaccurate You know, so inaccurate. I spoke to Virgil after the fight, and, you know, he didn't want to be negative, but he was just so inaccurate. All the shots were going over the head. And why was he throwing the right like a curve, right? And what I mean by that is like looping versus straight. Come straight over the top and down on a shorter man. He keep looping. Tank was up under that shit. Bruh, people disrespected Tank's defense with the Gamboa fight. He was like the Matrix in this fight. And he did this little sweet, like official, like he would throw the right backhand, the elbow a little bit back to cover the body shot from Barrios, and then twist and catch the fucking right hook. I mean, left hook. Yo, man, this kid was doing his thing last night, man. He reminded me of Charlo Derevyanchenko with the pop, 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 the way he was catching all them shits, and then, so he'll catch his shits and then counter right on. Problem, man.
But Barrios, a problem. I think, believe it or not, I think he had a problem being the bigger guy. For some reason, you know, I don't know if he thought Tank was being too elusive, but it was funny because, like you said, he was throwing loopy shots and he wasn't just being straight and being long and being tall. Now, them first couple rounds, it's funny because Tank looked like he was downloading. He didn't look like he was confused, or like he looked like he was figuring Barrios out. So when people say, you know, he wasn't throwing any punches and he was down, I didn't think that he was losing the fight per se. I said, all right, well, he must, you know, be trying to set up a certain shot. And then eventually he started landing. So, you know, it got to the point to where, you know, I think the 8th round, when people started seeing Floyd intervene, you talk about my perspective from being at home. When people started seeing Floyd intervene in the corner, I think a lot of people was like, you know, eyes widen. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what is he telling them? Why is he speaking? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that?
Yo, I heard a little rhetoric. Like, I seen it in the pre-pro. People talking crazy about this 5-5 shit. Look, I was live. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler to the core. You can't move me, okay? So maybe I missed some shit in the fight because I'm keeping my eyes on the floor and who I could pounce on next with this interview and these questions, right? Other than that, I ain't see no fucking 5-5 fight. I ain't see 5-5. Like, I didn't even know the fight made it to the 10th round, so that shows you enough I wasn't scoring round by round. But it ain't no fight. I wasn't at the fight where I seen Barrios winning 5 rounds. Like, I could hear the hipster that had his little notepad and his pencil all freshly sharpened and was like, well, Barrios landed 20 jabs in that round. Cool, man.
Yeah.
All I'm going to tell you is this. Seeing it up close and personal, whatever's happening, he got the Gennady. For me, he's in the Gennady book. And I mean, Tank is in the Gennady book. What does that mean? That means that there was a time where people believed that Gennady was taking shots to carry his opponents, to make the fight more entertaining, and to create offensive opportunities off of their zealous nature, right?
Yeah.
You're serious? You're serious?
I'm serious. People believe that, right? When Willie Monroe had a nice looking night with Gennady, that was the headline. Did he carry Monroe? So I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there for Tank. Any rounds Tank is losing, it's all part of the master plan. I mean, like, you can see it now. He's literally there, high guard. He's smiling at you, first of all. I mean, I don't know if y'all noticed that on TV. He literally had the high guard. He's grinning at Barrios. Then he's parrying. Oh, you throwing the jab? Parry. Get that shit out of here. Oh, little right hook? Get out of here. You know, he blocking everything. Like, yeah, it's a fight. You throwing 700 shots and he's walking you down without punching. Of course, 1 or 2 gonna land. Of course. But again, what's the more damaging blows? And obviously, what did more damage? You know, you ain't gotta wait to the 12th round and be like, damn, who do I wanna be? Because you seen who you ain't wanna be. He's taking them out. So any rounds that the opposition wins are part of the master plan, man. He's trying to get, brother, you seen the body work he was doing?
Lots of body work.
Lord have mercy. The way that Barrios went down from that left hook to the body, I thought that the ref was going to say it was a low blow. He folded him It's so cliche to say a lawn chair. I wish I had a sexier fucking metaphor. He folded so quick. It was just like, pop. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, damn, was it a low blow? He had his head on the ground. I thought he was about to do a front flip. He was in pain. Shout out to Barrios. Aztec Warrior for real. My man got up and kept fighting, kept trying, but the arsenal, man, he need to go re-up and get a little more weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he had some good body work of his own too, you know, and he was trying, but it didn't phase Tank, man. Tank's
I joked in the pre-pro like, damn, yo, Barrios, like he got the power of a water gun, man. He wasn't keeping Tank off of him. That shit was like little spritz, man. That shit was nothing. It was nothing. You need somebody with some pop, man. Some pop to stop Tank.
Yo, but remember when I asked,
and I don't even mean stop him. I don't even mean stop him, put him to sleep. I'm talking about
get him off.
Stop him from being all on your ass, man.
You need a 380. You ain't trying to kill him. You just trying to get him up off.
Bruh, and then, yo, how was it for him mentally? Like, Tank running after him, bruh.
Yeah.
He ran after him, and then he's just loaded up. It's like, boom, and then the crowd is all in it, because every time he loads up, they're like, oh, and boom, oh, it's like, yo, people was going crazy, man. Yo, that shit was a movie. I want to go to a UK fight now, because I know that sound has to be amplified, obviously, 10 times, man. Their reactions to the punches, man, it was crazy. It was amazing, because it was what I was feeling times 16,000. It's like, oh shit, bro, my man, he was trying to take his head off, man. Yo, the power of Tank is crazy. I'm serious. Yeah, man. You know, I get it. I want to see him with these other guys because of that power. But I'm also not mad if he does it the Lucian Boutte route. I ain't mad. Boutte had Quebec on fire. Montreal was on fire when it was his day. Let Tank do the same thing. Let Hotlanta represent that Tank got that shit popping. Let me get to this super chat. I got James Benitez that says, Atlanta should be Tank's permanent fight city. There's nothing like Screw Vegas. Nah, yo, listen, first of all, do you remember the years that you as a Patreon and other of your Patreon friends and family members would ask Deontay Wilder to fight in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Bruh, listen, after last night, this is the first time I questioned Al Heyman. What was you doing? Why didn't you put that man in Atlanta? Being right there in Birmingham? Why they never put Deontay Wilder in Atlanta? I don't fucking know. If Tank did that, and then look, no disrespect to Tank, maybe his stardom is bigger than Wilder's, and that's why he's the one in Atlanta 2 times and doing main events and on pay-per-view and all that stuff. But I could just only imagine what it would have been like to have a heavyweight fight in Atlanta with Deontay Wilder still the champ. I mean, somebody dropped the fucking ball. Somebody dropped the ball, man. I'm telling you, somebody dropped the ball, man. I'm just letting you know. Listen, think about it like this. I seen somebody like, oh, Ness only big on Atlanta because of all the cake. Nah, man. Think about it. Wasn't I talking all excited about this little ass show I covered on my own? Me and my crew went and did a little Atlanta show, and I came back so ecstatic about the love that Atlanta has for boxing. It's just different. We did a club show, man, on the BPE app. I mean, let's go. We talked about Atlanta hardcore for that fight because it was so exciting. The fighters, we made friends with them fighters. Christian Otero is a fixed staple on here after that show, so it's not a specific Atlanta show. It's Atlanta. They want events. They want to come out. They want to come out. They want to look good. They want to spend that money. Lubin, shout out to Lubin, man. Yeah, let them do it. Let them do it. I wonder how them dates is though, because that's the State Farm. He had the big arena, man. That's the State Farm Arena. So is it easy to get venues there? You know, does he got to fight twice a year? I wonder. They never gave him Tevin, which, you know, he checked that black slick fighter box. Plus, if you're on the other side, meaning you're TMT, you're looking at it like, plus he can't punch. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? You like, let's go.
I don't think Tevin want that fight.
Cause think about it. You know, if you give Regis Prograis Tevin Farmer skills and he gets to keep his power, that's a dangerous motherfucker.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you Mayweather opponents, you like, man, they always say Floyd never fought a slick back fight. Let's fix everything we did wrong with Floyd. Let's give Tank his slick back fighter right now. Get that shit on out the way. Let's give him his Mosley. And he ain't even Mosley. He ain't beat Oscar. But we gonna give him Tevin Farmer. They never did that. And we always thought somebody dropped the ball with that. And I guess not, man, because let me tell you, these events he's doing is bigger than anything Tevin Farmer could be, but he still checks the box, and he's a free agent. He's a free agent. So that's a fourth fight now on the other side of the street. They got the history. We always wanted it. Tevin is free. He already said he moving to 35. You know, Tank could come back down, defend his 135 regular that he won from Gamboa versus Tevin. Back in Atlanta. Philadelphia, Baltimore, DMV, they driving over there or they flying over there. You know, back in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? He brought him out, man. So many fighters, listen, too.
Is Devin on the table because it's Matchroom and it's a little different? Do you think that fight is a little bit more possible than some of the other cats or what?
Yo, I wish I had like a little boom and you could just boop, yo, I see you interviewing Espinoza. Don't forget to ask him that. Cause I interviewed Espinoza last night and that would have been a question. Like I always ask Bill that and I fucking dropped the ball. I should have asked us, been like, yo, Devin is free, man. You spent money on Showbox. Like, is you trying to get him back? Imagine Devin and 10K. I dropped the ball. But that's a possibility if they could bring him over. What I tell you is this. I forgot to tell you all this breaking news. Jamal James versus Gervonta Ennis. Breaking news. Nesta Gibbs interview is probably out on Fight Hype because they editor uploads quicker. Our editor, I believe, downloaded my email to him around 9:50. You know what I'm saying? We're a little slow on this side. But also more breaking news. Espinoza says he sent an offer to Demetrius Andrade before he re-upped with Matchroom, and Andrade chose not to. Also, breaking news, Daniel Jacobs tells me that he tried desperately to make the fight with Charlo before he took the Montiel fight. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And I believe that.
That's why I like being on the ground, man. All that, just like interview after interview. Like the way I got it from Ennis, it's like, yo, rumor is, I've been hearing a lot of rumors, is you and Jamal James. He the little smirk, I'm biting on the inner parts of my cheek so you don't see him smiling smirk. Like, nah, dog, I know it's him. So then I just like, you know, all right, cool. I ain't gonna press you, but I'm about to interview your father and do the same thing. And bloop, the father was like, man, Jamal, we gonna, you know. He gave me what he gave me, but you can catch that interview too. And, you know, it was confirmation. It's definitely Jamal James next. It's over. It's Jamal. And don't Jamal got a regular or an interim or something?
Yeah, Shango, yeah.
He got the regular or the interim? Oh, boy.
He got a regular, I think.
He do got the regular, which means that Jamal Ennis... I mean that means Ugas Ennis will be next in the future to give either Earl another sexy dance partner. But Earl talking about he moving up after this, man. He said if he can't make the Crawford fight, he moving up. I don't know. Will he not go up? Hopefully he do like Charlo. Remember when Charlo was like, yo, I'm out. And then people was like, oh, you running from Williams. And he stood to give us that Williams fight. Hopefully that's how Earl do. Like, yo, I'm out. I can't make the Crawford fight. I'm out of here. And it's like, oh, you running from that Ennis smoke. Like, what? Man, give me that Ennis fight. You know what I'm saying?
On the way out.
On the way out, like Maul did. Because at least Maul did that, you know. He don't get no credit anymore because, you know, all that sexy shit he did was at 54. You feel me? Like, so people like, it's been a long time. You kind of forgot. But
yeah, especially if that Jacobs fight was offered and it didn't go down.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, it was 60.
I wish I had Maul on speed dial because that's something he got to talk about. Like how you ain't take the Jacobs fight and you went Montiel. He got to answer that. Like he can't let Jacobs put that out there. That don't make no sense. He should have. I don't know, Montiel, Jacobs. Like Jacobs would have been the biggest name on his resume. That's a career-defining win. I don't even understand that. Shout out to Jacobs.
And
he
look,
came through.
And look, right? Didn't he fight Rosado already, right? And then saw what Rosado did with Jacobs and still didn't want to fight Jacobs.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Jaguar Paul with the super chat says Tank is a great fighter, but Tio got cannons too. He will not walk Tio down. It will be a stalemate. I got Tio by close unanimous decision or knockout. I don't know. Don't they got sparring sessions online?
I would like that fight. That's the one fight I think of all that I would miss. That is the most equal fight of all. I think Tank washes Loma. I think Tank washes Loma. Spongy bath time, kid. Washes him up. You know what I mean? Like easily.
Spongy bath time.
I'm telling you.
He got rubber duckies in the tub and shit.
Rubber duckies. Loma is cooked if he ever walked in there with fucking Tanks. I ain't worried about that. Not worried about missing the Ryan Garcia fight. Like I said, respect due to Tio. I would like to see the Tio and Tank fight. I think that's the one I'd be most disappointed about, man.
Yo, so I don't know how well you are with your history, but would Tank Tio be like this generation's like Hearns and Hagler? Because those were the two big punchers, right? Even though Leonard's power obviously was underrated, the way he fucking stopped Hearns late in the 13th.
Yeah, but Leonard, the equivalent would be more like if Haney just started stopping dudes out of nowhere. I think you're right when you talk about Hearns, because just talking about Pat, like Hearns was like dynamite, but he putting punches together, and then Hagler was just like wear you down, beat you down. You know what I'm saying?
Because Tank and Tio, that's like the two biggest punchers in that division, in and around. So I mean, I don't know, yo. Is Tio this puncher people claim after Nakatani getting dropped by little ass Loma and not Tio?
So I think he would be Hagler. He would be Hagler. He would be the workman, the tough guy, strong, rough you up, punch you up. And just off of, not how the fight would go, but just off of like that perspective, yo, Tank would be Hearns, like dynamite. If he strike you, that shit light up. Bang. Yeah. But I would miss that, man. I would miss that fight. But
what you mean miss it? What you mean miss it?
Tio and Tank. I think eventually money could bring that one together, because maybe not. Now that Tio done just signed up with Bob for another contract, but
yo, that was so fake. Did you see that? Did you see that whole little
his father, right?
ESPN and Top Rank. Bob was like, "You're such a stand-up man." Get your fake, yo. They so fake. But yo, shout out to them for listening to the show and setting it up WWE style. That's what we asked for. Set it up. You know what I'm saying? And they did. They shoveled us some BS for us to buy, and it was all right, I guess, in his own weird way. He's like, "Oh, we weren't thinking about Loma, but yeah."
After watching this fight, nah,
raspy
man. And that's
ass
what I'm
voice.
saying. And when I watched that fight, like I said, it's respect due, and the only thing you can hang your hat on as far as like just following the logic is Loma did what Tio didn't do. He got Nakatani up out of there. So
yeah,
and
that's why that. But listen, that shows the importance of exciting the fans, because now that rematch is like, okay, I'll watch it. Okay. Maybe now Loma got knocked off his pedestal where he thought I'm this great fighter, and he got that hunger back. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. Let me get to this super chat. Jaguar Paul. Oh, we read that. My bad. Who'd up Knicks? In the meantime, let me go out to a caller real quick. This guy deserves all the praise. Jay from Orlando.
I told y'all. Y'all ain't want to believe me. Y'all ain't want to listen to me. Told you. Hey, and I called it right with the 2 knockdowns.
Oh, you scored 2 knockdowns and a draw.
This guy,
Exactly
what he's done needs to be highlighted because when we start talking callers of the year and things like that, this guy.
Fellas,
What up?
happy Sunday. I mean,
Happy
what's good, family?
Sunday.
This is my first time being on the show with you, man. But you know, we go way back like 2 flat tires and a fat chick and a Hyundai.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Ness, appreciate all the work you putting in, man. It's good to see you back on the road. Yo, like, Sam, like, you don't understand this. Like, people that I show the like videos to that like watch the boxing voice through me, they always ask me like, yo, what's up with Ness doing this and that? I'm like, yo, he back on the road. But I try to tell them about like, you know, why you can't be on the road, but I'm letting them know like, nah, he back doing his thing. He's getting all the exclusives, man. Bro, you were truly amazing. Like, this is God-given talent that you have. I just want to give you your roses while I can, bro.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
But you know what it is. Jay from Orlando, first person to brag about Eric Lubin back in the day. We took a little L, you know what I'm saying? But we back, baby. I'm proud of my boy, man. He did his thing last night. He represented. It's crazy, though. Boxing fans are so fickle because I've seen a lot of fans talk about, oh, well, he got hit with a shot. This is that. He got hit, but he didn't get dropped. And isn't that what you want to see? Isn't that what you want to see from a fighter? Take a shot and continue on. So that's how I look at it. And I also look at it as Terrell Gausha just knocked out his opponent in the second round. And he hit Lubin with a shot, and Lubin ate it. So it's like, yo, what are y'all talking about? What do y'all want? When it comes to the main event with Tank is on another level, bro. Like, Tank's the man right now. Like, you can't, like, hate on it. Like, whatever they doing with their selling point, I ain't even mad at you. Like, I'm not even trying to, like, I was talking to my other boy. He was trying to get mad, like, at Floyd. But I'm like, yo, Floyd's just telling you what exactly is going to happen. Like, you can't be mad at them saying they're going to make in-house fights because everyone else is going to do it. Like, everyone else is lining up, and everyone else needs to take care of the in-house business and then come together. Like, it's just what it is. And, like, Ryan Garcia got to fight somebody. He's got to come out of that shell and fight somebody. But I'm proud of Lubin. Tank's on another level. It's some good fights, good things to look forward to. I just saw Leon Lawson take his first L. Hopefully he'll bounce back.
What?
That was a crazy loss. Yeah, man.
Gallimore, how'd he win, though? Damn.
Gallimore bullied him. Gallimore was bullying his ass off. Like, Leon Lawson, like, it was like, I don't know. I think Leon might have to bump up to 160, put some muscle on, because he was getting, like, tossed around and all that stuff like that. He didn't get dropped and nothing like that. But you know how Nathan Gallimore is an ugly fighter? It was like that, bro. Like, it wasn't.
Bro,
he wasn't
killed
good at
me,
all.
Man. I was building up the Twin Tower fight, man. Him versus the Inferno. Damn.
Yeah.
That was the storyline,
like,
man. 2 big-ass 154-pounders going at it, man.
And I think he still could beat Sebastian. I just think styles makes fights. And I just think that Nathaniel Gallimore, he just wasn't, because he was trying to box. And when he was boxing at first, it was winning. But then he started using his jab the way he needed to. And what's called started breaking through the shell. Once he started breaking through the shell, made an inside fight, he was not set up for it. That was not his style. And he just didn't have an answer.
Crazy.
So,
damn,
crazy,
that's tight. I'm tight right now, man.
Yeah, check it out when you can, man. Also, too, with The Matrix, looking good to see him back, man. Good thing for boxing, man. The boxing gods have blessed us. I'm out, man.
All right.
Yo, Jay, be good, brother.
Yo, man. Crazy.
Shout out to the Jamaican Gallimore, but still, man, I ain't want him to, you know what I'm saying? I thought Leon lost. I was riding with that Flint boy, man. Damn, homie.
Bruh, I don't even know. That's so frustrating when you talk like that and you lose. I mean, don't get me wrong. That was the story of the night with Barrios, but damn, 6'5", bruh. Matt Bet in Kansas City with the super chat. $2 says Tank beats Taylor, Regis, Loma. What you think? I mean, Taylor? That's everybody's new darling.
Yeah.
That's the darling right there. Taylor?
Yeah, and this here's the truth, man. Taylor's a good fight for Tank. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I think Taylor is gonna not get hit, and he gonna get bull rushed, but he gonna have a car. Taylor's gonna be on his A game if he ever get in there with Tank. So, but then Taylor could also be, clout chasing. He could be using Tank's name, and then be saying, "Yo, because Tank don't want to fight me, I'm gonna fight so and so because Tank don't want to fight me." But that would be a great fight. He got it. Like I said, my opinion of Tank has gone through the roof because I watched him. Remember what we always say about fighters that carry power late into the fight? That's when you know it's real. That's when you know it's real. And then the technique to be able to implement it, man. So, Taylor, I don't know. Taylor might try to box his head off, man. That'd be a great fight. I don't know, man. I don't know. All that boxing that Calvin Ford is talking about, we'll have to see that shit.
For sure, man. We are gonna go to a super chat from Donnie Ramirez, who says, looking like Leon Lawson is gonna lose today. Sorry to be a little late on your super chat, but it looks like he already lost today. Yeah, man. And that sucks, man. That would have been a good storyline for him and Fundora. Little fight they could have done while waiting for Undisputed and all that stuff to clear up and get opportunities. But we got Valentine that says, if you think Tank is learning how to box, go study over. Tank is a master at this. That's what I'm saying, man. You can't be a high-level amateur and not know how to box. But we going to K-Boxing in D.C. What up, K?
Yeah, what it do, Ness? Always a pleasure, man.
Happy Sunday, champ.
Yeah, what's going on with my man Francis, man? I've been in and out lately, so I ain't really...
Francis is no longer with the show, man. He's back working on his own brand. We wish him the best of luck and success. Doors always open for Francis to man, come through and rock out.
Right. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for that info. But Ness, I got a couple of, I ain't going to say bone to pick, man, but first thing I want to say, Ness, is, like I said, I told you, remember back when we first talked about Barrios a while back? And I remember I was real in tune with the show at that time, and I probably told you that he was going to do the same thing to Barrios that he did to Santa Cruz, and everybody balked on that. I said, remember, I called in right after that Santa Cruz fight, and then when they started talking about Barrios, I called in that day. Francis and Mario and them was up there too, and I made the statement. I said, Ness, I guarantee you that he's going to do the same thing to Barrios that he did to Santa Cruz, and nobody believed me. But it's all good. But Ness, when I say I had a bone to pick, you know how much I'm in tune with my man, the Rougarou, right? And the dude that just left the statement to you before, I just heard, and I also heard, I think it was you might have said, the Rougarou, if he had Tevin Farmer's skills. Buddy, I said if Regis Prograis heard that, he might call into your show itself and be like, what the hell you mean if I had Tevin Farmer's skills?
He don't got the
elusiveness. I think he'll destroy Tevin Farmer straight up.
That's not the argument, though. The argument is, do he got the skills of Tevin Farmer?
Yeah, he's got every bit of the skills of Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer couldn't. To me, and that's his opinion. Like so we all got one there, to put it bluntly. But he couldn't touch Regis. Regis Prograis, we all know, was one fight in the States away from being the man that Tank would be after right now.
He literally not the man.
I mean, he's after him. He's after him anyway. He's not
the man
but
because
he's
he
one
lost,
fight away from that in the States.
But why you acting like? What do you mean one fight away? He lost. He got to go rematch.
What I'm saying is, personally, I feel like it was like this with that fight that took place overseas in that World Boxing Super Series. I personally feel like because Regis had more accolades and more irons in the fire at the time, because he actually had the WBA and the Diamond belt, even though it's not a legitimate championship or whatever.
KC, that's what you don't get, champ. It don't matter. That's what Floyd trying to show y'all. It don't matter what belts Josh Taylor had or got. Don't matter what belts Regis had or got. It don't matter because they need them belts. Tank don't need those belts. So look at what you're saying. Oh, he had this belt and he had the diamond belt and he was one fight away. Well, Tank ain't got none of that. And he ain't no fights away. And as far as Tevin Farmer and Regis, man, there's no way you could tell me that Regis is as elusive or slick as Tevin, man. Tevin be in the Matrix. Tevin's knock is he don't got the power. If he would have had the power, he'd be killing dudes out here as slick as he is, making them miss and then counter-punching them with power. It'd be a wrap. What are you talking about? But we got Big Super Max that says, Tank has crossed over my Facebook timeline where full of posts of him from people who only post boxing when Canelo or Floyd fight. Tank has leveled up. But I mean, I'll tell you this. It's all strategic partnerships. First strategic partnership was with Floyd Mayweather. The next was with Al Heyman. The next was with Showtime and Espinoza. And now, can't forget OVO, Drake, and now it's, oh my God, I'm going to draw a blank. That's so whack. I should have never slid in OVO. I had it before I slid in OVO. Trying to give him credit.
Don't say Rock Nation.
Trying to give him credit for that. Oh, no boxing, no life. Bro, this the second time he wear Canelo gloves. And heavy rumor in the internet world that Canelo was supposed to walk him out. Now, maybe that's fake. But just the fact that the rumor's now floating, it could get back to Canelo. They already sponsoring him with the gloves. Anytime you put a mic in front of Eddie Reynoso, he says Tank is the most complete fighter there is out there. What does that mean? He'll never put Oscar Valdez in there with him. That's what it means. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
What else does it mean? It means that the greatest fighter in the world, active, is noticing your greatness. Tank is next level, man. Y'all need to wake up, smell the Tank coffee, and understand it's just next level right now. It's next level. For real. But let me get to some of these callers who we got up on the phone lines. Is that my man JD? Probably not, though. I ain't been seeing JD in a minute. Nah, that definitely ain't JD. That is not. That is Isaiah in Texas. What up?
Hello?
Yes, how are you?
Yeah, what up, man? I just want to call in and say it was a good performance by Tank last night. I think he improved his defense. I was really surprised by his defense, but I was really shocked by Mario Barrios. I mean, that dude went on, man. To be honest, he lasted more than I thought. But, man, I give all credit to Mario, too, man. I think a lot of people are looking over Mario. He did last night. But, yeah, man, much respect to Tank, for real. That's my call.
Yo, did you pick Barrios to win the fight, my brother? Isaiah?
Nah, I knew Tank was going to win, but, like, since I'm Mexican, man, I support a Mexican fighter, so I kind of felt bad for him at the same time, too.
Word. Any other fights you watched or care to talk about, rather?
Nah, I mean, to be honest, when Tank fights, I think that's the only fight people were watching, to be honest. I mean, I know Loma was fine last night. I didn't really care that much. I knew he was going to beat Nakatani. And, I mean, the Canelo card was all right. But, yeah, that's it. I appreciate it.
Thank you, champ. Thank you, man. We got a super chat here from James who says, If Wilder fought in Atlanta, it would easily do 40,000 minimum. And just watch how the South come out when Tank versus Regis happens. At least 25,000 minimum. Let's hope they really gonna give Regis a fight. I mean, the way he talking, he ain't gonna get that fight with Floyd, saying how Floyd and Leonard Ellaby will never put him in it. You ain't gonna get the fight with those dudes like that, man. Those dudes are businessmen. Ellaby especially, man. He's not with all that rhetoric and internet back and forth. That's not his thing, man, at all, man. Over the years, I've come to understand Ellaby, and you know, I'm actually very appreciative that I kept at it. You know what I mean? Like I got interviews with Ellaby where he shuts me down, but you know, you got to learn people and learn to understand them. And now, look, man, I mean, the last time I seen Ellaby, man, he gave me like 2 straight hours, right? So, you know, you put the time in and it comes back tenfold. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
And people respect persistence too, man. So, you know, Leonard Ellaby, he's the kind of guy, you know, he deal with business minds and people, you know, shicing him and just kind of finagling and double talking him all day long. So reporters and journalists, so you know what I'm saying? Like when he does open up and give somebody that time, man, it's very valued. He was very favorable, you know, on that live that day, man. He's very favorable, answered a lot of questions for the TBV community, man. So shout out to Leonard Ellaby, man.
Definitely did. You know, something else he said over the week during fight week, he said, come on, Ness, don't forget this. What the fuck did he say? I mean, he said, what does Josh Taylor bring to the table? And on Mothers, I chuckled at first until I've been to Atlanta and seen Tank fight. It's true. Like, I get it. You know, the Crawford fans, they big on that. He undisputed. You know what I'm saying? They big on that. But I think you said it the best, man. What do it matter that you got all the belts if you ain't make the check? You still need Tank for the big fight. You still need Tank. You still need Tank for your Billy Joe $8 million retirement, man. So all roads lead to Tank. Yo, shout out to Francis, man. You was right, champ. Lord have mercy. What Rep It says, I predicted Loma win. Tio versus Loma 2 next. Yeah, man, good fight for Loma. And for Tio, good for him, man. Good for him standing his ground, making this fight worth more and getting what he's worth, you know, renegotiating his contract. We talk so much about Canelo's skills and how he got out of his DAZN shit and now this and that and anybody who could go ahead and do their thing and renegotiate. So, you know, credit to Tio renegotiating and getting things the way he want them. Let's see how that fight turns out. I'll be tuned in. Hopefully it's the pay-per-view that Tio wanted. You know, I don't know that it's pay-per-view, but knowing Top Rank, I'm pretty sure they're going to put that on pay-per-view. But hey, who am I to say what's pay-per-view or not when we just bought Mario Barrios versus Tank? So, you know, if Loma versus Tio's on pay-per-view, people would say, well, that's more significant in the division, hence being worth the pay-per-view dollars. We got a counter punch cutting that line. Tired of hearing us talk, man. Jay Will, what up? I'm going to go ahead and play that intro now versus later. You know what I'm saying?
You should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
Yeah, what's up, what's up, Ness, man? Yo, man.
Good, Jay Will.
The title of the show, man, kind of, because I noticed when Mayweather said it last night, I was looking at the post-fight conference, you know what I'm saying? And when he said it, it stood out, and it kind of, you know, left a bad taste in my mouth, but I kind of wanted to like put it in the back part of my mind as if he didn't say it. And lo and behold, Ness, the genius that you are, you make it, you know, the title of your show. Man, don't get me wrong, man. I love Tank, and I think Tank is a beast. But it's like, I get that you want to, obviously, that's your cash cow. You want to make the most money off your cash cow while you can. So you want to maximize the profit off your cash cow. Got you. But like when you don't even, like when there's no type of rhetoric, like we're going to come see them eventually. It's like, nah, I don't want to make no money for no other promoting team or no other promotion company, whatever. But it's like, at least at the end of that, but like, well, we're still going to come from them once we clean up our side type shit. But it's like, when you're not even got that in your rhetoric, like we want to eventually come see you, then I get worried. Because not only do I want to see the T.O. fight or the Devin Haney fight, I think the Loma fight with Tank will be kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying? I think all those fights is something that, boxing fans will love to see them. On top of that, like, I think fights over, across the street, you say, I think those fights is going to be a lot more money than any fight that's on his side of the street. So it's like Tank is already going to be making a lot of money per fight because he is the second biggest draw in boxing, damn near. It's like, if you put him in there with a T.O. and that's promoted right, especially with a Loma, if that's promoted right, I mean, there's more than enough money for both sides to go around because Tank is that big of a star. So it's like, why are you already like talking?
I gave you two there, man. Buy one, get one free Sundays for your ass. But nah, man. I get you, but that's because you didn't go. So it's different, I'm sure. I mean, you watched it on TV. I guess you're not as excited as me. Did the energy not come off? Like, were you not able to feel the energy?
Nah, listen, I'm gonna tell you, this was one of the fights, and this is a good barometer. My wife stayed up for it. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, that's the good barometer. That's the energy with the vibes. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was a vibe. Like, oh, this is, Gervonta. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was that kind of night versus other nights. It's like, oh, okay, who's fighting? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yo, but Jay Will made me think of something, yo, because now that I think about it, man, in terms of, especially in Atlanta, right? I'm gonna go all the way there in the South. Like, Loma's his white hype fight for Tank. For all the people that have that animosity towards Tank, they want to see him lose. You throw him in there with Loma. Now we all know Tank.
They never gonna go to, but you see that this is the thing, and I get Floyd when he says we gonna stay in house. We not gonna make anybody rich. Why invite Loma with his 2,000 ticket selling ass? It's like Loma already tried to come to Tank's neighborhood, or y'all forgot. Loma was fighting in DMV and sold 2,800 tickets. Like, why am I helping you? Because the world thinks that he could beat me. So it's what Tank said. They just want to see you lose. They just want to see you lose. So it's what Floyd said. It don't matter who it is. All roads lead to Tank. He could fight Barrios and do 17,000, or he could fight Loma and do 17,000. You see what I'm saying? So to them, it's like, we don't need, you need us. How many tickets Josh Teller had in his undisputed match? 1,000. How many? 1,000. You got all the belts? Yo, you got it. No wonder you on Twitter taking shots at fucking Tank. Oh, he fighting for a Mickey Mouse belt, but it got your motherfucking attention, don't it? You out here with all your belts on your phone talking to the Mickey Mouse champ. You fucking fool. You see how stupid you sound? But y'all don't even know what y'all watching. Everybody dick rotting Josh Teller. Cool, you got the belts. Crawford was undisputed too. What Earl about to do? Where Earl at? Stop. It ain't always about belts. Floyd already taught us that a long time ago. It ain't. Some fighters need the belt. Other fighters are the belt. You beat Tank, you wearing the Tank belt. That's the belt you want. Don't no other belt matter. So you beat Ryan. Now the rest of the world saying this to you. Man, we always thought Ryan was a fluke. You beat Loma. 2 people done did that already.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what are people really talking about? Oh, that's the fight I really wanted, Loma. Loma got T.O. problems. And Salido. Go get Salido out of retirement, man. Tank out here putting on full-blown movies, and y'all talking about Loma. He fought Nakatani last night. And this is what I'm saying. Tank could fight Barrios, right, who's relatively unknown, and have a movie A movie star event. Loma turned around and fight a hardcore fight that we even wanted Haney to fight, and nobody don't care. Yeah, the hardcore's gonna be mad tomorrow, all on Twitter, clipping the show. Oh, look at Ness, fucking casual. Nobody ain't care about Nakata. That was the relevant fight in the division. It was the significant fight that meant something. We're gonna get a rematch now. Shut the fuck up. Who brought the revenue to the whole sport and industry? Tank did. What every promoter looking at now? Like, damn, how can we get in on that Atlanta action? Now Bob looking real stupid. He never took Terrence Crawford over there or motherfucking Shakur Stevenson. Now everybody should be not saying, oh, Tank ain't fighting the best in the event. They like, man, why the fuck Shakur ain't been over there in Atlanta yet? With his silver medal winning ass. Huh? Why the fuck Terrence Crawford ain't over there? Wasn't he doing 8 to 12,000 in Omaha? Y'all worried about Tank fighting the best, man? Shut up. Worry about what car Tank driving in. The shoes he got on his feet. The money in the bank. How he bringing out the whole fucking city, giving people jobs. That's what he doing. He giving there wouldn't have been nothing in the State Farm last night if it was for Tank. People ate last night in Atlanta because of Tank. From the valet services to everything, man, to the airport.
T-shirt vendors.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody ate last night, bruh. Everybody. You know how many after parties? There was pre-fight after parties, bruh. Before the fight even started on a Friday, there was already Tank after parties at different spots. Like, that city is crazy. But anyway, Mad Bet, Kansas City, what up?
The whole PBC brand.
Oh, maybe that ain't Mad Bet 100. Who that? This is Mad Bet 100. Talk to me.
What up, what up?
What's
like I was saying, they want payday. They want payday.
That's right.
That is a beast, man. The question that we wanted to answer was, can he carry the power? Power is real.
Very real.
It's real.
Scary real.
Very real. And he can hack. I think he can beat Progress. Like the one caller was arguing with you. Progress not that finesseful, man. He's an okay fighter. He got some pop. And he got some heart. But I think him and Tank will be a good fight. I think Josh Taylor and Tank will be a good fight. I think Theo, if you go back down, will be a good fight. And nobody cares about Loma. So I'm plugging from the Matrix. We're done with that. It's done. That's my call. Great show. Thank you.
Mad Bet. Thank you for calling in.
He said the Matrix is done. Hey, yo, listen, I compared him to The Walking Dead. I had said it, and people going to think I'm sounding like a hater, but, I said it on my post, man. He was out there, in the beginning of the fight. He was getting caught by this punch. I just thought that, yeah, that's why you got them 2 losses, man. You can get roughed up, and you can get, jumped up. Now he granted, he pulled it back together. And, he threw a couple backhands in there, you know what I'm saying? And he slipped a couple punches and threw some lead lefts. So he got busy. But when you think about the top of that division, plus where you already seen him at, this is about business. The Loma Teal fight too. This is all about business. So this is not about no relevance of the division. This is about solidifying fucking top ranked business. This ain't about the fucking division. So, let's not sell it that hard. If we fans and we want to show respect to all the fighters, yada, yada, that's cool. But let's stop trying to sell this fucking Loma thing like that, man.
Hawk, Maryland, what up?
Man.
What's going on, champ?
Ain't too much, man. Great night of fights, man. PBC card, man. It's just the way PBC do their fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? Look how Earl is living. They got Earl taking over Dallas. Like, they got the Charlos over there taking over Houston. Then they got Tank. Look what they doing with his career. And you got Bob got Crawford wasting his best years right now sitting around, bruh. It's crazy. Now everybody want to give their advice, man. They got their blueprint over there at PBC, man. They got it.
I mean, think about that fight card last night. The whole card was fire. That Lubin fight was fire. That joint was fire, man. But Tank, when I watch Tank, man, if I was paying attention to it, him and Canelo's style is very similar. I mean, if you watch Tank the way he fight and you watch Canelo, they move a lot alike. I mean, they move a lot alike. It was amazing when I was paying attention how Tank was walking him down. It's the same way that little two-step way he come in. That's the same way Canelo did. I mean, I was looking at it. I was like, wow, man, these serious jokers right here, man. Tank on another level. That's just period, man. Tank on another level. They know what they're doing. You know, PBC, they know what they're doing. But what is it? Lomachenko. Yeah, I did catch that fight. He looked a lot better than he did when he fought Wichcombe. But I tell you, if he get in there with Tank, man, and he get caught with one of those step asides, and he won't make it nowhere near the 5th round. He'll get tore apart, man. Tank hit hard as hell. Yeah, Tank hit hard, man. That's some serious punching power that boy got. It looked like he knocked him up off his feet in the 8th round. That boy came off his feet. Oh my goodness, it lifted him up. I mean, boy, they're gonna have to do some brain scans on my boy today, man. And he was good too. No knock on the dude Tank was fighting. He did his thing. Matter of fact, all of them did their thing this weekend. Even Rosario, he looked good till he got clipped. But Rosario got to do something about that body. He gonna have problems. They gonna just start attacking him from the beginning, right to his body. In his fight, there's something wrong with him down there. He can't take no punch. He can't take no body punch. But that's my call, man. Great weekend of fights for us.
All right, brother. Shout out to Dual Ingram, Patreon. Sent the Roadwork super chat when I left to Atlanta. Obviously, I wasn't live. I want to give you a shout out. Thank you for that. Do appreciate it. We're going to keep these lines moving real quick. We got Skip Say Less. Tank the biggest star in boxing because he's so tied into the hip-hop culture. Other boxers bring stars out, but Tank actually has relationships with them. Yeah, man. That shit was bananas, bro. I mean, look, I know Earl got some ties with some rappers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He definitely cool with Yellow Bees and stuff. So, but I mean, I don't get me wrong. I said that about Earl's fight. Like even with Bandera Roja, I told him over the last week, like, yo, when you walked out, I never felt nothing like that, and it's true. You know. Tank walkout wasn't nothing like Bandera Rojas at the Earl Spence undercard of Mikey Garcia. Nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? That being said, two different levels, man. Two different levels of entertainment and both dudes doing their thing. There's no comparison whatsoever. It's just Tank got a new market. Dallas been popping for boxing.
I think the Hawk made a great point, though. You know, as far as these guys are taking over on the PBC side of things, they're taking over big venues. You're talking about fighting in Cowboy Stadium or even the Airlines Arena, the basketball joint, or you talk about fighting and I know somebody is going to sell enough tickets to get to that Mercedes Domes in Atlanta, but even a State Farm where they playing basketball again. Shakur, he's been in the Prudential Center one time and sold 3,000 tickets. So, Top Rank is definitely not doing the same, amount of, justice as far as that, making a big star.
That's the crazy thing, man. They were so good at that, and they got all this talent in their hands, and they not doing this type of stuff. Like PBC literally got Tank and Spence out here bossing. Straight bossing, like big dogs. But let me go real quick to Baltimore. Looking like Ra. What up?
Yo, peace, nice peace, I mean.
Peace, bro.
Yo, this the thing, right? This the thing. If you gonna come in, whatever you doing, I don't care if it's sports, if it's acting, whatever you doing, like if you're gonna be just about trying to get bread, then say that. You know what I mean? But don't come off like I'm moving up to be great. I'm chasing greatness and all this shit. When the last 5 fighters, I guarantee nobody even knows. You know what I mean? So, and the thing about Lomachenko is I watched his All Access too, and he was like, it's about legacy, straight like that. You know what I mean? Now, is Lomachenko too light for 135? He might be. I mean, to face somebody like Tank with the power he got, you feel what I'm saying? But this is my issue with like Floyd and Tank and them, like talking that shit like, we are for greatness and all this shit, but yet it's clearly to our eyes that somebody that's a connoisseur, a historian of the sport, of anything, hip hop, sports, whatever the case may be, can see straight through what y'all doing. You know what I mean? You getting them these fights that, these fights that you win and all this kind of shit. Then all right, cool. I mean, he giving people jobs like you said. Everybody eating and everything. That's cool. But just don't talk about all that shit. It's about legacy. You chasing greatness, dog, and you fighting dudes that can walk down the street and nobody had the slightest idea or nobody will remember from the next 5 years from now. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's on my thing with the money team and thing. Like, I mean, Floyd marketed them. He marketing them the way, to get them paid. And knowing that Tank situation, I'm very happy for him. But just don't, like Floyd pissed that he better than Ali because he's undefeated. But majority of his opponents ain't shit. Wasn't shit. You know what I mean? So don't disrespect the sport like that and try to hustle shit. You know what I mean? When people clearly see what you're doing in your marketing scheme. Now, if you in that shit for to get paid, like I said, then that's what you got to say. Come clean and out. People will respect that. But just don't piss that you out to be for that legacy shit. You know what I mean? So, peace, y'all. I'll listen and I'll rap to y'all later.
All right, yeah.
Stick
Around, man. I'm coming for you. I ain't want to interrupt, man. Coming for you, man. Let me pull up my man Tank resume, man. How old is he? Because that's really all I'm looking for is his age. That's all I'm looking for, Davis. What's your age, Tank? Let me help add to your search score. Because right now people clicking and Googling Tank name like a frenzy right now. He popping right now. He on fire. His face a fire emoji right now. Look how that look. See, this goes for all y'all little, that's he a regular champ. Look how that look on BoxRec. Titles held. World Boxing Association Super World Title Featherweight, World Boxing Association Super World Title Lightweight, World Boxing Super Association World Lightweight. You don't even know. So who laughing now? Who legacy? And this is what I'm saying. My man talking about legacy. Oh, don't say, if you're going to be about money, but don't act about legacy. But so, how is legacy established? Is there a time limit and cap? I mean, do you gotta do it before you're 26? You gotta achieve all your accolades in boxing before 26?
Nah, definitely not.
All right. So we ain't got time for that. We
got time.
We ain't got time to put Josh Tell on the chopping block and take his fucking noggin off a year from now. While we fatten our pockets. I don't even understand dudes. Like, for real. Oh, he ain't about legacy. Why? Because he ain't fighting him on your time today? But if he get him, as long as Josh ain't out his prime, it's legacy. I mean, what? Is y'all afraid Josh can't keep them titles? The fuck? And this is what I'm saying. So everybody want Tank the Russian fight. Josh, Tio, Ryan, anybody else? Devin, right? He got to fight them all. He just turned into the lightweight Canelo. Like, Ryan ain't got to fight nobody. He getting all types of passes. My man pulled out of 3 straight fights, back to back to back to back. He chilling. Devin just fought Linares. He ain't getting no heat. He chilling. Tio about to fight Kambosos on pay-per-view. He ain't getting no heat. He chilling. Tank moved up 2 divisions for the undefeated fighter, and everybody mad. Okay, I see. I see how it works.
You know, I think sometimes I'm gonna go with this right here. I think Rob, I understand what he's saying because a lot of people might have had, and I had that same impression about what Earl Spence was doing. You don't quite see the plan, but age and time is on these guys' side. Rob, you speaking like an older G. You know what I mean? Like you telling the young boy, make sure you put some money away. If you he young, he thinking about just getting money for sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Like you schooling him, but he might not listen right now. What I'm saying is, you know, Spence, he was moving. Now he in there with Pacquiao.
There go his legacy.
Remember how there goes the legacy. We said, well, who's he gonna fight in welterweight?
He gotta fight Crawford. He gotta fight Crawford. Oh. There goes his legacy. He in the books now, ain't he? He in the books now, ain't he? Come on, man. Dudes is all in the rush to drive the car, man. You ain't never even got your license yet. Yo, chill, man. Yo, we going out the callers. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're looking for your opinion. Unfiltered, uninterrupted. I'm learning how to not interrupt. See, I did not interrupt, bro. I let him go, and then we countered him. We're going out to New York City. New York. Big city of dreams. Joel, is that you? That's not Joel. Uh-oh. Damn, we got ourselves a new... No. Is that... Let me see. Oh, this not New York. Damn, I always get confused with that. That's actually... All right. Nah, that's not him either. All right. I'm sorry, fellas, with all the loud air. This is why we need another producer right now. We need another producer right now that could do the phone lines, man. And it would have names and stuff like that. Mario be dropping the ball. Mario's never on a Sunday show when you need him. Big fight, too. He never around to lick the wounds of the Mexicans, right? He let his Mexicans get pounced on and then disappears and shit. That's crazy, man. CK, Cincinnati, brother. Talk to me. CK.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What up?
Hey. Man, you just proved my point. No, you ain't got the time, Ness. Remember Charlo and the brother out of D.C.? They was waiting. What you waiting on to get beat? You don't have no time. This is boxing. You mess around. Tyson got beat by Douglas. Tito wanted to give Vargas that first loss. Tito wanted to give David Reed that first loss. Tito wanted to give Oscar De La Hoya that first loss. What, Tank want somebody else to beat him? You wanted Teofimo to take that heat on?
Tito was with Don King. That's his own fault.
You said he was with what?
Don King.
You said he was with Don King.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. I'm saying you don't have time. You want them guys to beat it. Why you don't want to be the golden child to beat them all?
Bruh,
if you really are the greatest.
Devin Haney like 22. What you mean he ain't got time? There's plenty of legacy out there. So he don't fight Loma. He still fight Tio. So he don't fight Tio. He still fight Loma. So he don't fight Tio or Loma. He still fight Josh. So he don't fight Josh. He still fight Ryan, Devin. Like y'all tripping. The legacy is there.
But Tank don't fight nobody.
But he will.
So you said, Tank ain't fighting nobody on the whole on all four.
But
the four legends. He's not gonna fight all of them.
But he
None
will.
of them.
But he will though. But he will.
So. What you think about this? If he takes out Josh Taylor, and then he takes out Teofimo, you looking at the guy that can retire before the age of 30. He ain't number 3, 4 fights from retirement.
Why?
And that's the same thing with the big 3.
Why?
Because we're not staying in the game to get our head beat in.
3-4 fights from retirement on your schedule with your plan.
No, I'm talking about the plan. I'm talking about the legacy plan. Andre Ward. You got to get out the game. It's an exit strategy. Terrence Crawford out there sitting on the shelf.
Meanwhile, Andre Ward was talking about maybe coming back for the Canelo fight. Ain't that what we were saying?
That's how you get to start,
Well,
and that's
his
how
legacy.
Tank do it. If Tank beat them guys, and that's what I'm saying. If he retired early, imagine how much they're gonna be offering Tank to come back to get to fight the big guy. The same thing with Andre Ward. He's gonna get the jackpot.
Bruh, Tank and
You get
Ward,
100 million, 50 million one fight.
Tank and Ward is non-comparable, man. Tank out here doing successful pay-per-views and selling
That's true.
out arenas, man. Ward,
I agree.
Ward
I
retired
agree with
off of a Rock Nation mistake. Rock Nation thought they
Yep.
was coming in the game and balling, and they got fucking bankrupt with Ward and Cotto. They gave them stupid ass
And that's-
guarantees to Ward and Cotto, and they out the game.
And please agree with me. I mean, not agree, but tell me what you think about Andre Ward getting out the game, because it was too many sharks at the light heavyweight division when he retired. He was bound to get beat. It was too many killers at light heavyweight for
man.
him.
See, this is why
You had Arthur Beterbiev.
This is exactly, bruh, man, y'all tripping with this Arthur Better beef shit. Can't y'all see? I'm so fucking, yo, I feel like you when you write your boxing balls raps and then it comes true in boxing, bro. Like, man, I've been calling Canelo gonna stop Beterbiev for like 2 straight years. Now Eddie's singing my tune. The fight is gonna happen. Meanwhile, this dude talking about Ward retired because of Beterbiev. Ward would have beat the shit out of Beterbiev, man. Beterbiev inactive fighting a bunch of denies. Well, that was the last dude he fought? Denies or some weird shit like that?
Yeah.
Come on,
Germany,
man. Yo.
Danish cat.
Yo, y'all gotta stop with this BS, man. Let me get to Adrian in Watertown, man. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what up, Nuss?
What up?
But
what
you
up?
know I'm staying at the house, man. I'm gonna leave the apartment be what it be. But yeah, man, the fights was fire, man. But you know, Tank got that young following, cause man, my son didn't watch none of that undercard with me. When that Tank fight came on, that dude came out of his room and was lit until the fight was over. And then he took his ass to bed. Cause he didn't care about nothing else on that card, and he's 12. So that just goes to speak to the power of like Tank really catching views on YouTube. Because I know my son don't do shit but go on YouTube and social media. All the fights was fire. The Lubin fight was fire. I wasn't disappointed.
Just for clarity, how old is your son?
He's 12.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I say he was lit, well, you know, come on, Ness, you done met my son. He was lit like at Border Wars.
No. I'm saying that for the audience, this a listening audience, not a viewing audience that doesn't get to see your son. You know, just giving them the details so they can paint the picture.
Yeah, man, he's 12, man. He knows who Tank is. Like he knows. He sees a picture. He knows who Tank is. He can tell you who his last couple opponents are. So I'm just saying, man, like that's a lot. Like that a 12-year-old knows that. Like I mean, I know my son's into boxing, but like he came to me, like he didn't even know. He came out, he's like, is this a Tank fight? Oh, when he gonna be on? So I mean, dude definitely set for some superstardom if he got 12-year-olds following him. And he's what, 26 years old? Shit. But otherwise, man, the rest of them fights was fire, man. I don't know about this Jennison Rosario seeming to go down from a body punch and a jab again. I don't know. He needs to work on some shit. But yeah, man, it was fire all the way around. It was worth my $75, and I don't always say that. I felt kind of shitty about the Logan Paul fight because I only got it right at the end for the Mayweather Paul fight and get to see the rest of it. But man, that was worth my $75 pay-per-view, and you know all the rest of the pay-per-view money they probably gonna get from me in the next couple months too. But man, that's all I gotta say. And shout out to the Boxing Voice, all the people coming out for Border Wars 12. It's gonna be lit as fuck, man. I'm glad that the rest of the community is on this time and is gonna bring it to the next level. And shout out to Two Belt Tank for showing up. That's gonna be an awesome ring walk. I can't fucking wait.
Adrian, speaking of Border Wars, do me a favor and have Chino send me or you 2 minutes or something of his fight so I can send it to someone, please.
I got you. I have Chino do it. I still got to get that BPE app, but yeah, I'll talk to Chino.
Tell him screen record. If anything, I just need his stuff. I ain't all right.
No, that's what's up, man. I hit him up. All right, man. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, you too.
All right.
We got Oklahoma AMG. We going to you real quick. We got super chat from Real since day one that says bet 500 on a 8th round KO for Tank. Almost broke my television after that round. Shout out to Tank though. 3 crying emojis. Yeah.
Hey, but you know what though? I don't know why people keep disrespecting Pedraza and Gamboa, because number one, Gamboa was good enough for Terrence Crawford. He was, good enough for Tank. He was good enough for Haney. He was about to be good enough for Chris Colbert. And like I said, Pedraza, he's on an upswing.
Shout out to Colbert, who I'm going to see tomorrow in Miami. Go. I ain't no show tomorrow. I'm going to Miami. You know what I mean? Yo, I was gonna say something else. AMG, no. You were saying something that was gonna trigger me. What you said, man?
About Gamboa and Pedraza. People were disrespecting that.
Goes back to my point. I remember, when I started this, people gave me a lot of shit for using BoxRec, man. Bruh, that goes to my point. Resume fucking matters. Resume matters. You see, look at what Tank did to Barrios, right? And look at Barrios' resume. Look at what Tank did to Gamboa, and look at Gamboa's resume. You know what I'm saying? Little different. The durability shows. Even with a busted Achilles, the durability showed. Look at what Gamboa did with Haney and Crawford. The durability shows. Like, your level of opposition is who you are. It's who you are, man. People need to stop lying about this shit as eye test, all this bullshit. That shit, bro, I could look good versus the garbage man. Am I gonna look the same versus Floyd? It's like Logan, the same thing. He thought he was gonna do something because he was looking a certain way versus certain people. But now you in there with Floyd Money Mayweather. It's different. It's just totally different. Dudes gotta really understand that, man. But AMG, sorry. What up?
Yo, all good. What's up, guys? Yes, I wanted to make a couple points. I wanted to definitely love weekends where we got a bunch of boxing. It was a fun night. And the best definitely was Tank versus Barrios. So I do see that there was one caller saying that Tank was kind of reminding him of Canelo, and I kind of thought the same thing when I was watching the fight, because he does walk him down. I just think that Tank is more explosive than Canelo, and I would say Canelo has better defense, right? Like the body movement and stuff. But yeah, I see the similarities between the two. Also wanted to point out that the only thing that worries me, I mean, I'm a boxing fan, right? So I want to see good fights just like everybody else. I don't think there's a lot of people on the PBC side for Tank to fight. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, you're wrong. He got the Rolly fight. He got Rolando Romero. He got the Rolando Romero fight, which is 140. He got the Regis Prograis fight, another 140. He got the Gary Russell fight. He could do that at 35 or 40.
I guess out of all those, I would just want to see Prograis. I wouldn't care about the other ones personally, but I mean, I'll still watch. Obviously, like I said, I'm a fan. That's pretty much it, though. Definitely good fights last night, and then I haven't really given a shout out to Amin. I love when you're on the show. I think you bring a real good perspective. So keep coming back, dude.
Keep coming back.
I appreciate you, brother.
Keep coming back. Maybe we should offer Jose Ramirez a shot. Mexican. He already lost. Former world champion. But again, why would they give business to them? That's what I'm saying. Now you got to split ticket sales because he thinks he's a draw. He's a former world champion. He wants a certain amount of money because he used to be unified. And I'm making a lot of hand gestures for those listening on audio next day, right now, or in Australia in the future. Yeah, man, it's just like, why deal with all that messy? Why deal with all that messy political bullshit when you could just go make a fight with Rolando Romero? You could just go make a fight with Regis, make a fight with Gary. And here's the pay-per-view right here of all pay-per-views, the mother of pay-per-views. You ready?
go.
Gervonta Tank Davis versus Mikey Garcia. It's over. Listen, once he beats Mikey, right? Not a community is like, yo, Tank could beat Earl, right? Now Earl got 2 fights. Cause I was in Atlanta so mad. Like I was literally driving, got the notification from somebody in the community like, yo, watch this interview with Eddie Reynoso. And I wanted to just cry because Eddie was saying how the Earl fight is the only fight. I mean, you know what? Shut up, Ness. That's tomorrow's show. Fuck it. Wake up. Oh, no, I'm going to Miami. Earl's the only fight that Canelo coming down to 164. He said 160's done. So Andre Charlo, they got to go to 168. But Earl, the Prince of Dallas, nah, he get a catch weight. He get a catch weight at 164. You know what I'm saying? So he gets to come up and get the big. So, you know, Tank versus Mikey's huge, and it will cause. And what I mean by people saying Earl versus Gervonta is the same way when Adrian Broner beat Paulie. Those were the questions. I know right now, yo, chill. Put the pitchforks away. I know right now in retrospect, you know, Floyd versus Broner, it don't make sense. It sounds correct. But back then, you had to have lived that. You had to have lived that. People thought Broner was the next Floyd, and that was the question, like, you versus Floyd, you versus Floyd, you versus Floyd. So he dropped the ball by losing to Maidana. That's just the truth. We don't know what this world would have been had. Can you imagine that? Broner doesn't lose to Maidana. You don't think Floyd would have took that fight? The amount of money that would have been in that fight? We talking about Broner got offered what? What was the crazy offer he got? I don't even remember. Somebody Google it. What was the crazy offer he got from Rock Nation? We talking about when Broner was at his highest. That fight with Maidana, again, you had to have lived it. It was supposed to have been pay-per-view. The undercard was amazing.
Yeah.
It had Keith versus Karras on the undercard. That was a bomb burner. You know, Keith came out, won his fight on the undercard of Broner, called out Broner. But 36 minutes later, Broner lost. You understand? But 40 million, look, that's what they saying. 40 million, they think. Broner was worth so much money when that O was there that there's no telling whether Broner Floyd would have been the closest comparison to like Broner McGregor in terms of numbers. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this about the Mikey fight though. I'm a little bit skeptical because I'm wondering what would Mikey have to do? Like Mikey can't come off the couch between now and you say
absolutely
2-3 years.
Let's take him off the couch. Listen, if you Floyd, you offer him to fight now off the couch. Listen, your job as a promoter or manager, a handler, an advisor is to make sure that your asset gets to the absolute highest without losing. So if you can get a Mikey Garcia off a time off, you better get a Mikey Garcia off that time off. If you can do it, do it.
How about this? And maybe it's a little too crazy, but you put like Mikey and Broner on an undercard, or make Mikey and Broner
they did
fight.
That already. Remember they fought
Mikey
already.
and Broner fought.
Oh my God, you forgetting that Broner? Mikey ran through the whole clicker. You don't remember? He got the buck stopped with Big. The buck stopped with Big Earl.
What was that? 2014, 2013.
Mikey ran through the whole about billions. He said, "Yo, let me get Easter."
Yeah, he beat Easter. Yeah.
Now give me the CEO. Give me the CEO.
But Mikey just got to get off the couch.
Mikey fucked up. Mikey fucked up by calling out Big Bruh. You can't call out Big Bruh, man. Earl, Big Brother, all them dudes. To Tank, all of them. Remember Tank was like, I want to spar Earl. That's another reason. They could clip that. I'm telling you, they could literally paint a narrative that if Tank beat Mikey, it's like, oh, should Tank move up the welterweight? Does he got really welterweight power? Is it a super fight between him and Earl? And yeah, I know they friends. I know. So was Earl and Broner. I mean, Broner and Floyd. They was friends too. I'm just saying.
You know who else? I want you to go to another caller, but yeah, maybe I'm reaching, but this the bullshit right here. Maybe this high talk though, right? Yo, Danny and Tank.
Oh
Danny
my
and Tank
God.
needs to happen.
The thing is that Danny can never get down to 40. He can never. I love that fight. Danny, I love that fight because Danny, it's fucked up. My dog Danny end up getting a freaking pay-per-view at the end of his career. Like he gets the pay-per-view with the bully. You know what I'm saying? When he was at his height, after the Matisse fight, his next fight should have been pay-per-view, but they took him to Puerto Rico and he bombed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Mikey Tank, man, the thing is that he'll never. Now
Danny
look.
and Tank.
Now look. Yes, Danny and Tank. Now look, what if he just comes out and he's like, I'm fighting Danny at 47.
That's what I'm saying. At welterweight 4 divisions, they gonna make a belt.
Yo, WBC gonna make the jumping up weight belt, man. They gonna want to get in there. They gonna want to get in on that, man. They gonna be mad at the WBA for having all the Tank fights, man.
Let's put it in the universe, man. Danny and Tank at 147. Put it in the universe.
We got
heard it here first.
Joel, Brooklyn.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on now?
What up?
Peace, brother.
Yo, Ness, I fuck with you heavy, bro. I fucks with you heavy.
Anytime somebody says that,
and I'm Dominican,
that means they about to be like, but
and he's Dominican. He about to kill it.
Anytime they say that, they about to be like, but word is born, you tripping. Go for it,
and
champ.
I'm Dominican like you, but you is bugging, bro. Yo, the whole point of boxing, the whole point I'm a fan of boxing is to find out who's the best. You talk if Tank is gonna stay at 140, he got to fight Taylor, which I don't think is a smart move. I think he'll get knocked out, and that's just a weight difference. It's not necessarily a skill difference.
Taylor is with Stop Rank, man. They stop fights from happening, bro. We ain't got time for that.
Bro, but he has the belts, and so does Teofimo. My thing is, you worrying about the money, the business. I'm worried about who's the best. Now, who the best right now?
How old are you?
Teofimo.
How old are you?
31.
And
I'm 31.
That's strange that you already there, because that's the thing. They not worried about the best. They worried about conversions, bringing new eyeballs to the sport, and creating a superstar. That's just the bottom line. Everybody got belts. Don't you see that? Everybody got belts. Yeah, Teofimo, what? His 3-fight pushback?
Teofimo fights under the Teofimo fights under ESPN banner. He's getting that crazy promotion. This dude's fighting. He got two regular belts. He got one at 35, one at.
Hello? Is this thing on? Did you not hear me? Teofimo's fight got pushed back 2 times. Tickets got reduced 2 times, and now the fight magically off the calendar. What are you talking about? Fuck a ESPN and the platform. They not doing shit for him. Champ, you not listening. They not. His platform ain't big. It ain't big if your fucking pay-per-view getting shelved 2 times. Do-do-do-do. You know what I'm talking about? Lauryn Hill.
My brother.
It got shelved.
Can I talk?
The ticket prices got reduced. Ticket prices got reduced.
Can I talk?
We got your father out here reading a script talking about, yeah, after I watched the Loma fight, I like the Loma fight. Come on, man. You tripping out here, capping for T.O., man. I don't see Tank pay-per-views getting pushed back. I don't see Tank ticket prices getting fucking reduced. Buy them shits on get them shits on Groupon and shit.
Go ahead, Joel. Get off, Joel.
All right. I'm still on?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You're dead. You're fucking dead.
All right.
Nah, go ahead.
Well, the reason the tickets aren't selling is because Trill is stupid and put the fight in Miami. Why not put the fight in the Barclays Center or Madison Square Garden, where he has a big following in New York? How about that? So And on top of that, Teofimo beat Lomachenko, who was arguably not in my pound for pound, but arguably number one pound for pound. I'm worried about who's the best. I don't understand how. Yo, bro, who gives a fuck about a Rolly fight? Who gives a fuck about a fight against Prograde? You telling me you really gonna be running to your TV to buy the pay-per-view if he fights Prograde?
I'm going live.
TV?
No, I'm not running to my pay-per-view.
Nah,
I'm fucking driving 7 hours again because I want to have my car in the city because it's bananas. I'm not fucking buying a pay-per-view for $80. No, I'm spending $1,000 minimum on the weekend just to go. What are you talking about?
All right,
it's a movie.
So
una novela.
What sells more? What sells more, T.O. or Prograde? If Tank fights,
yo, this dude tripping.
Either one.
Yo, I thought you said you watch boxing. What sells more, T.O. or Prograde? Obviously not, motherfucking T.O. His fight got canceled. You tripping, man?
So you telling me Progress has a bigger fan base than T.O.?
I'm telling you, we don't know because T.O. fight got canceled.
Come on, man. Yo, his fight with Loma did $2 million on ESPN.
No, $3 million on ESPN. And it wasn't pay-per-view. My man, let me tell you something, because I can't keep beating you for free, all right? He did $3 million on free TV. It was free TV. It wasn't pay-per-view.
Exposure.
He had
That's
the
exposure right there.
Oh my God. See, you got to get muted because you have more than enough time, but you're not listening. What exposure are you speaking of if your next fight, based off that alleged exposure, all right? You just won the biggest fight of your life. And now your next fight gets canceled twice and your tickets get reduced? Yeah, great exposure ESPN gave you, man. You sound crazy, man. You sound crazy.
Understand.
He don't
was
understand.
Like Cinderella. His fucking carriage turned into a pumpkin, man. That shit is a fugazi, man.
And Tio, we not laughing at you. We not laughing at you. We just laughing at the metaphors. But you absolutely right. Like everybody thought, like Triller, and we was happy for you. It's like, you getting the money you deserve.
Absolutely.
But you not listening over here with this Loma garbage. Like, he fought Loma. Who gives a fuck? 3 million people. Okay, so then why his next fight, his pay-per-view ain't happen? Like, you just fought the biggest fight of your career. That's what you telling Tank to do. Everybody who mad at Tank calling in talking about legacy, fight Josh Teller. That means you're great. Okay, so what? When I fight Josh Teller, is 2 more million people gonna buy the pay-per-view? Because Josh Teller had 1,000 people at his fight. So why am I fighting you? Who knows? 250,000 hardcore fans. That's who knows. Okay.
And Josh Teller complained that his own home country had no coverage or no sort of recognition about what he was about to go do stateside. So it's relative, man. It's all relative, man.
Bruh, listen, you can't tell me, Tio's on this big platform and he's arguing live on the platform to get 200,000 more? I don't see Tank out here talking about, Mayweather ain't trying to pay me, man. Look, he ain't paying me. You know what Tank said? They trying to set me up with that Pedraza. He ain't say the check was right. He ain't say the check wasn't right. He ain't say the numbers on the check wasn't good. He ain't say the money for the fight with Pedraza wasn't right. He said, as an up-and-coming, they threw me in there with Pedraza. He ain't say nothing about the money. I don't ever hear him complaining. So I'm missing it. I'm missing it. Like, T.O. on ESPN. So then what is the problem? Why ain't he? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, fellas. The truth is the truth. Anyway, we going out to Cincinnati. What up?
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. From jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, real quick, Arthur with the Cash App, long time ago, my bad. He said they have to put Tank on a pound for pound. Man, he top 5 pound for pound, man. Kidding me? That power real. Y'all want to do odd tests for everybody else? That power real. Pound for pound power. ASAP on the list, top 5. Let me see. So you got Canelo, Crawford, Inoue, T.O., Tank. Tank, it's easy, right? Oh, I still got one more, right? I can still do one more. I said Canelo, Crawford, Inoue, T.O. Tank. Yeah, man, you good. You in there like swimwear. Ain't nobody else. Who number 5 if it ain't Tank? Y'all tripping.
Yo, Ness, man, what up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Man, I'm listening. Oh man, peace to you fellas. I'm listening to these callers, brothers, and I'm a little conflicted, because I am a hardcore boxing fan, but I'm also a young, fly, handsome nigga that's still in the in crowd. So I get what people saying about the hardcore talker. He got to win titles and fight the best. But at the same time, y'all, those hardcore rules and policies don't matter to Tank because he got that fucking hip hop casual fan base that's gonna come out in droves for him, and they don't give a fuck about who he's fighting. They don't give a fuck about how many belts his opponent has. Only thing they care about is that it's a big event. It's gonna be women in see-through fucking dresses and thongs, and it's gonna be an opportunity for you to dust off your Fendis, your Pradas, your Guccis, and you bring your jewelry out and be able to say you wasn't there and I was there and I was fly as hell and I got some pussy, and that's what it's about, man. Quit bringing up this shit about he got to fight Josh Taylor. Nobody cares about that when it comes to Tank. I had like 15 partners that drove down or flew down to Atlanta to see Tank from Cincinnati. Street dudes. They not going down there for nobody regular boxing guys. We going down there for, guys that's going to bring out the stars, man, to be a part of that crowd. So I get what y'all saying because I'm a hardcore fan too. But like I said, I went to watch the fight in a bar. Shout out to Rashid Warren. He was in the same bar as me, man. We was both Gucci down to the socks, by the way. But man, they was charging $25. They was charging like $25 to park, $40 to get into a club that you
they charged me $40 Friday the night before to get into the club just because I'm a dude, and it wasn't a lounge. They literally was serving food in there.
Exactly, man. It's the spot I went to, me and my wife. It was usually free, man, but they charging $25 to park, $40 to get in this Tank. And the scenery was beautiful, man. I mean, the Brazilian butt lifts and the weaves was in abundance, man. Every chick in there was bad, bruh. Real talk. So I can only imagine what it was like in the building. That's I'm kind of jealous. But yeah, man. Like I get what y'all saying, brothers. But like I said, those hardcore, boxing policies don't matter to Tank. This man got a fan base of the hip hop crowd, the trappers, the scammers, players, celebrities, rappers. He don't need your haul, man. He don't need your hardcore shit. He's one of the few people that don't need the hardcore fan. But I understand. I'm one of y'all. So, but that's my call, man. But shout out to everybody else. And shout out to you too, Ness, because after the fight, that guy you interviewed, Fox, Coach Cal gave him a big shout out for helping them get to that victory. He said he was a big part of that victory.
Michael Fox. Michael Fox.
Yeah. He said that. He was saying how Fox was really played a big part in that. So you got that interview. He wasn't capping. So shout out to you for always working. That's my call, man. Shout out to Tank putting on that show.
Yeah, man. Nah, it was. I'm shocked you ain't go. I'm gonna be real. I'm shocked he wasn't there. The way he, you missed that. You missed that. But I want to show this, man. I want to show this because this is what I'm saying, dude. This dude is next level. It's entertainment for me. I mean, like, I need to be entertained. You asking for my time. My time is literally money. I could literally jump on here and make money. So you asking for my time. You must entertain me, man. And this is what this dude, look at this, man. I know you seen it because you in the pre-pro, man. Shout out to this. Look at Tank. Yo, how does that make you feel? I just dropped you. Now I'm like twerking on like, yeah, I'm about to knock this. And his twerk is more like, yeah, I'm about to knock this motherfucker out. I'm about to knock this motherfucker out. Bruh. This is entertainment, but look at what you see behind him and behind Barrios. A sold out arena to the rafters. To the rafters.
Yeah.
There's people hanging from the lights, I mean. It's crazy in
It
there,
was
man.
opening up seats.
It's crazy in there, man.
It was explaining how they had to open up another 1,000 or so seats.
Yo, the hatred is so big, right? The hatred is so big. Mayweather puts out 16,570 sold out crowd. UK Rob, he in the pre-pro, he types up. He said, "Oh, I thought it was 20,000." I thought the arena is sold out for basketball at 20,000. And I'm like, yo, and it's like, yo, is that like curiosity, or is that like something in dude's heart that instead of being like, damn, sold out 16,000? Oh, wait a minute. I thought it was 20,000. Like, crazy out here, man. Crazy. But let me keep these lines moving, man. Niagara Falls. Let me double check on these super chats. Yeah, the video. Let me double check on these super chats. If we got anybody, you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're going out to Grind Hard Sports Nation with the super chat. He says, that's cool. We just know the bar is lowered for Tank. Okay. See, this is the thing. When Ellaby says all roads lead to Tank, that means many different things, I mean. And one of those that a lot of these callers and listeners are not getting is that Tank ain't got to chase the champ. The champ's going to be begging to fight Tank. You see Josh Teller already trying to edge the fight on Twitter, calling it a Mickey Mouse belt because you want that Mickey Mouse check. You know what that Disney fucking check represents. And who owns Mickey Mouse? Disney. Go ahead and talk greasy all you want. It's going to be hard to get them zeros you want, though. It's going to be hard to get them zeros. We obviously don't need you. So you ain't getting the fight no quicker by trying to shame me. I don't need you. We eating over here. You want that check. You got to remember that. So now you can shame them, but not on Twitter. If you want the fight by shaming them, you got to club a lane them. Can't just be Twitter. Nobody don't care about that. Even though Tank does care about Twitter, he stay on Twitter. He was already on Twitter saying, "I gotta relax. Both my hands hurt," he said. And that's obviously he was trying to punch a hole through Barrios' face, man. But Davidian, holla at us. We prepped you for that too. We went to you like 20 minutes before actually going to you, man. We going to Mr. PBC in Seattle.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. Cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, it was a beautiful day in the PBC neighborhood. PBC, baby. We run the streets. We run this whole month, summer. The checks are signing over here. Bud, you need to come over here. We got a spot. We got some water. Get you a high tower apartment in Florida. Yes! I think he just needs to come over. Fighting Cepeda and stuff, it's getting kind of ridiculous. Fuck it. If Cepeda's at 140, right? I mean, fucking Tank can take that one. But yeah, man, I watched all the fights. Lubin, he got the win. Shout out to Lubin. But I don't want to see Jermell just do an inventory check, do an audit, and refight everybody again. I want to see somebody go up. But yeah, man, shout out to Tank Davis. He's definitely going places, man. Straight up. In Florida, he was getting kind of looked like he was getting kind of frustrated a little bit. See, his voice don't matter no more. But shout out Tank Davis, man. Mario Barrios, he's pretty good. I like Tank Davis's offense, but I would love to see him move his head more. He moved it a little bit in the fight, but definitely more defense. That's my call.
Alrighty then. We got Hawk with a Cash App says Jake Paul doesn't need hardcore Tank either. You ain't lying. That's shout out. That was a good one. Good one. That is very true. Some people are blessed to have their own market, man. They own fan base, you know. Don't need nobody, man. What rep it? What you repping? What's good?
What's up? I see you're taking all the hate or whatever. It's pretty funny. They can't bring you down. When you're happy. Period. You basically took everything I was gonna say about Mike. That's the one I was gonna mention. Mikey Garcia versus Tank's probably one of the biggest fights that anybody could announce. Josh Taylor, which is sad about Josh Taylor, is he landed in Scotland, I believe, and at the airport, literally there was nobody right there to like cheer him on or anything. Even Burchell, when he got home all beat up, there was like a whole like parade and shit, right? So it's crazy. Did you see that article on Paradigm suing Pacquiao?
Yeah, I seen that.
What you think? Is that a litigation?
I also seen another report stating that they don't believe that the suit will stop the fight because Paradigm allegedly didn't follow through with their contract. I guess they were supposed to provide a fight. They never provided. Paradigm, for all we know, I haven't read the article, but for all we know, Paradigm is whoever was setting up the fight for Crawford that never happened. Who knows what fight they talking about? But yeah.
I read that they gave Pacquiao $3 million up front. So they're saying that they're gonna go and try stopping the fight with litigation and stuff. And when I heard that, I was thinking, wow, this might be another like Wilder Fury, when people weren't thinking that Wilder was gonna get his fight, right?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Imagine if the Spence and Pacquiao one fights. I got another one for you. Why not Pacquiao versus Tank? If it stopped.
Amazing fight. Fight. Amazing. They could bring Pacquiao down to 140, maybe 144. Amazing fight. Huge fight. But I don't think Pacquiao fights after Earl put hands on him. I'm going with Earl. I went with Keith. I gotta go with Earl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Keith was dropping diamonds when you were interviewing him. It was amazing. He knows about everything except Ennis, right? He's like, I don't know that guy. I don't know who Ennis is. That's crazy.
And I told Ennis that, I'm messy as hell. I was like, yo, you seen my interview with Keith? He said he don't know you. Yeah, man, I'm all over it.
Oh yeah, you got to shout out your guy, man. Caballo straight up knocked this guy the hell out.
De Lo Mio, I seen him over there, and I told him, I was like, De Lo Mio. He's like, oh, yo. They get so excited when they see a Dominican and shit, or know that you're Dominican. But yeah, he got a body over there, man. It was funny because I didn't really like his energy at the weigh-in. Like, he was pushing the dude for no reason. I didn't get it, but it was fire. He got a nice stoppage.
I dug it. No one wants to see a fight where it's not spicy, right? But that's an indictment, and I hate to say it. I said it on I think I said it on Punch on one of his videos or something like that. That's an indictment on Robert Garcia, man. Robert Garcia, he's been lacking it, dude. Ramirez been getting beat. A lot of guys been getting beat. It's like, what's up with Robert? He ain't putting in the work. He's not doing nothing.
Nah. It ain't that he ain't putting in the work. Obviously, listen, this is boxing. You got your highs and your lows. Listen, a few years ago or a few months ago, Robert was the shit. He had a unified champion in Ramirez. He had Mikey coming off the Vargas win. He had what's that other kid? Franco winning the world title. He had a couple of things in it. You hot and you cold in this game, baby. You hot and you cold, man. This is the only sport that's truly 50-50. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? You just got to land that punch. That being said, we going out to California Zone.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Yo, what's up, my boxing brothers?
What up, Joe?
I mean, Ness. What up?
What's good?
Yo, shout out to the boxing guys, man. Very entertaining weekend of fights. It was a boxing utopia weekend, man. They blessed us, man. Best fights this summer so far. Best card that we done had probably in the last 3 or 4 cards, if they, talking about pay-per-view. So, man, shout out to PBC. They put on a good show. Hey man, shout out to Lubin, man. He got the job done, man. Hey, no crow for me either, too, man. I got all my picks right. But shout out to Lubin. You know what he does good when he's first. When he's leading, he does good. Beautiful combinations. But it's when he's not being first, that's when he always gets caught. But he got the job done. Shout out to him. I don't know who I'd like to see him in next week.
They said Tobar just got knocked out.
Yeah.
I think. That's what they're saying in the chat. I ain't even get to see the fucking fight, man.
Nah, I didn't see that one either.
It's happening right now. It's Sunday card.
Oh, I gotta check that out. Hey man, but shout out to Atlanta, man. I felt the energy from the TV, man, and I felt the energy, man. I was mind travel to Atlanta. That's good. They opening up that market for boxing, man. It sounded like the Barclays or the Staples Center or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I love that type of energy when I'm going to live boxing. Nothing like that. Live than the Barclays.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, shout out to Atlanta, man. That's good. They opening up that venue, man.
They ain't coming out like that at the Barclays, man. They ain't never looked like that at the Barclays.
Shit, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, that motherfucker, Barclays was rocking. Shit.
Right, I was there.
Who else? No, Danny Garcia and Thurman, that shit was rocking. You know, I think I came to both of those.
There's more money in the building than the Tank fight, man. I swear to God, I never seen that much jewelry in my life, man. I'm telling you, I was big in the jewelry in my day. Them dudes out there is serious, man. And I'm telling you, I never seen that many Lamborghinis in one place. It was like a pack of Skittles spilt over and turned into cars, man. It was fucking insane.
Hey, man, good marketing on his part because he brought him out. Shout out to Tank, man. Shout out to Mario Barrios, man. He put up a gallant effort, man. I think he had the right game plan. I think he just got caught. Virgil, he was at the end. He stayed on that jab, man, the whole fight. He had some good moments, man, but Tank got that power, and he proved that his power came up. I would want to see him fight. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Paul Gray, but I do want to see the Josh Taylors and the Teofimos. I hear your point, Ness, as far as money. But at the end of the day, man, I want to know who's the best at the end of the day. That's all I got, champ. Shout out to the boxing god. Keep putting up the good work. Y'all hit them thumbs up. Peace.
All right, we going out to
you, Joe.
Clemente Phoenix. What up?
What up, guys? What up, Amin? Ness?
How are you, bro?
How's it going?
Chilling.
Yeah, man. Great week of boxing. I like it. 2 consecutive weeks of good boxing. Let me start with the ESPN card. Rob Brandt could not get off. He just got picked apart. Hit with that left hand all day. And it sucks. Lomachenko looked good. He looked like the Matrix. And he sets up a fight, I think, with Teofimo if it does happen. The Rosario fight, man, I'm just disappointed. I thought Rosario was going to end up knocking him out. He had him hurt, and he couldn't finish it, man. But that was a great fight. And then Tank, he did what he had to do. I'd love to see him against Mikey. I love maybe even a Broner fight. What about a Broner fight?
Whoa, nah, Broner walked him out.
Oh man. Okay. But yeah, I still think Teofimo beats him. That sparring that you said earlier, Teo was 15 years old then, so he's a whole different fighter now.
How old was Tank? Tank's a whole different fighter. with obviously whole different type of punching power.
Yeah, but you're a lot stronger when you're 18, not 15.
I mean, I hear you. Tank's also older now, is all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, but I think Teal's got the better win. You don't think Lomachenko's a better win? You don't think Lomachenko's a better win?
Absolutely, but none of that matters. Teal needs Tank.
True. But just based on just fighting, not popularity, not money, I think Teal beats him. Period.
I mean,
but
you gonna have to pay to see it.
Yeah, I'll pay for that. I'll pay $100 for that. But anyway, that's my call. Good work, guys.
All right, and that's exactly how they gonna do it. I mean, they gonna keep putting on these movies until these dudes is begging, and when they begging, then they gonna make them an offer, and then they gonna scrape them right off the plate. It's different, man.
Yeah,
He's different. He really is, bro. It's crazy. It would be crazy, like if 5-10 years from now, that name really means everything that it is. The one, man. That would be scary because he's starting to look like it.
The one thing he's trying to do, man, he's trying to avoid the status quo when it comes to boxing. And I think, if you're gonna, I listen, I'm the first one to say, all business aside, let's talk boxing. But you also got to understand, in order for us to get to that point, it's certain moves he got to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I can't, you can't tell a Michelin star restaurant, chef to give away his filet mignons for free. You can't tell him to do that. You know what I'm saying? But, at the same time, you got to know whether or not you can afford that establishment in the first place. And I think, Tank himself, he trying to make himself a commodity. I can't knock him for that. Yeah, I want to see some good fights. I told you, I would love to see that T.O. fight too. But, the Rolly fight is better than y'all might, appreciate. The Gary Russell fight is real good to me. And the Regis fight. If that was Tank's next 3 fights, Regis, Rolly, and Gary Russell, anybody, super chat, regular chat, whatever, tell me who's got a problem with them 3 fights?
Not me, man. Not me. Not me, not the DMV, not Philadelphia, not Atlanta. Damn, man, I can't get my fucking Fox to work. I'm missing the Brandon Glade. I see the chat going bananas off that, man. That's no fair.
Yeah, Apache got. When I stepped away, Apache was getting his head snapped back, man.
Bro, this fight is so crazy because they both, one wanted to fight Dion and one fought Dion.
Yeah, Apache fought Dion, right?
Apache fought Dion, yeah.
Apache, yeah.
Maldonado, what up?
How's everybody doing?
All good, all good.
Good.
Yo, one of y'all said that Tank is gonna fight Regis Progress and Gary Russell and who else?
Rolly, that's the 3 fights he could do over there. Plus Mikey, 4 fight. See, you was trying to hate on Tank. That's why your service don't work.
Listen.
See?
First, congratulations. He had a great performance. Not allowed.
Bruh, you
Gervonta Davis' next fight is going to be Isaac Cruz, okay? The guy that fought against the other Mexican guy. He's going to fight Isaac Cruz next.
That's a tough fight.
What's going to happen is Tank will spark him. Mikey Garcia is going to fight Regis Prograis. Mark my words. I got an inside source. If Mikey Garcia handles that business, which I think he will, that's going to be the big green print type of fight, which is black versus Mexican, that they're going to do on that side. Mikey Garcia versus Gervonta Davis at 140. Regis Prograis is not going to happen. Gary Russell is not going to happen. Shakur Stevenson is not going to happen. Devin Haney is not going to happen. You might get a T.O. fight. That's Spanish.
Told you, man, that hating on Tank, your service is going.
I'm not hating on Tank. I'm hating, bro. Yo, put the best to fight yes, man. Like, everybody can say they 40 race
You're
color
gonna have to
green.
call back in,
You
man.
see,
Your service is too bad, brother. You're gonna have to call back in. Hang up. Maybe go to airplane mode and let your phone connect to a new cell phone tower. Cause you sounding like, you know what I'm saying, you in the subway right now. You in New York for real. In the subway, riding on the 6 or some shit with Jenny in the block. We going to oh shit, Micah K, what up? Damn, you should have texted me, said you on. You got me letting you hold on all that time.
No. I wanted to be like the regular callers. I wanted to call in, and I know, I didn't know. But anyway, let me get to it, cause I don't want you to cut me off, Ness. So first off, I just want to say, you and can y'all hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, what up? What up, though? So I just wanted to say,
Peace.
listen, Ness, you was in your bag. You said some fighters need the belt, other fighters are the belt. I love that statement you made. And I love the statement that you said about as far as when you was using the analogy of talking about students in college. But let me get into my bag real quick. So there are two fighters. It's two fighters right now that I feel like everybody. I'm gonna talk about this on my channel as well. But when we talking about greatness right now,
where is that channel?
And for that's afternoon. It's called Afternoon Sports Play. I'm the queen. Really gonna get in her bag this month. I'm gonna do way more content, so you gonna hear more from me. And for some of y'all that's in the chat, I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm not no little kid because I know my voice sometimes, but you're going to get this work. So the first statement that I'm going to say is, there's two fighters right now. It's a lot of hate. But these two people, don't nobody want to deal with them right now. It's Canelo Alvarez, and his name is Gervonta Tank Davis. It's Tank is nobody, to me, between that 130 to 140. Nobody messing with him. And for all the people, Josh Taylor, I'm still dealing with Josh Taylor fans from a few weeks ago. So the Josh Taylor fans is wild. Let me say this about Josh Taylor. He's an excellent boxer. He really is a good boxer, but he is not going to be Tank. Y'all can document what the queen said, record it, do whatever you want to do, because I know sometimes y'all get mad because the queen is right so much. Yes, I am wrong, but she'll come back. But I'm telling you right now, Tank is the one. I got people from Detroit, it's girls. First of all, a lot of women don't even watch certain boxing content. They was talking about being in Atlanta. This how big this is right now. Yep. I was getting calls that I never get. My homegirls, people, I don't even have a big amount of friends, but it's women calling me saying, "Oh, Micah, when you do certain stuff and you talk about Tank, let me know." This how big he's going to that road to where the casual fans and people that really don't watch boxing, the women is about to come just because Tank is gonna be there. I'm telling you right now. And as far as like sports is a business. I know a lot of people always talk about, oh, boxing, we want to see the best. But in order for you to fight certain people, Tank is a strategic plan. So he's on the road to become. If you want to become the greatest, he is going to fight the people that y'all want to see him fight. But it's still certain things behind the scenes that has to be done in order to get to that goal. But I ain't gonna go on and on about it. But I know it's a lot of Josh Taylor fans. They coming for me. And next, I'm in the baby stages. I'm growing. But it's crazy when I see that Taylor. So I definitely would, for me, I would definitely want to see Tank versus Taylor. I like what you said with the Mikey Garcia. And I got a couple other thoughts, but I had to come on because you said you wasn't going to be on here. You going to be in Miami on Monday. So salute to y'all. I'm listening. I'm always supporting. Hopefully I wasn't rushing too much. All right, I'm out. Check me out on Afternoon Sports Play. Like I said, IG at MK Sports Play and YouTube channel Afternoon Sports Play. And pay attention to my predictions because I do them to a T. Really understand my analysis. I'm out.
All right, Mike, a great call. Yeah, man. Them phone calls she got, It wasn't a lie, man. They came out. The dude doing his numbers out there, man. We going to Houston. Brandon, what up? Where? Oh shit. Where'd I leave that?
I'll make a meal out of Holyfield and farm it. Farm it. You want me to go to jail? Do the homicide. Farm it. Keep fighting, said it take you wages. Bar to the security guard. You fight me, I'm gonna kill you. I want you. Bad, baby.
Yo, what up, Ness?
Brandon was
I
good.
mean, what I tell you about what they're gonna do to Tank, man. How they're gonna try to discredit him. They going so far to discredit Barrios, man. Like you see how they do though. You see they complain about undefeated fighter Devin Haney. He don't get knockouts, right? He don't get knockouts, but then they trying to shit on Tank, who 25-0 with 24 knockouts, right? I mean, you gonna complain about Devin Haney not getting knockouts, and then turn around and still cry about Tank getting knockouts and who he fighting, right? Yeah, at least Tank was at his fight. At least he ain't fake COVID, you know what I'm saying, to get his fight pushed back to sell tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like Tank and Barrios, that wasn't about legacy. That was about Tank addressing the fact that, all Tank does is fight 126 pounders. All he do is fight smaller people. So what he do? He go fight a dude that's above his weight class. And they was calling that a cherry pick before the fight even started. You see what I'm saying? Now they trying to shit on Barrios to try to discredit Tank even more, even though Barrios was the champion. He ain't put no rehydration clause on Barrios. He didn't tell him, hey, you can't rehydrate to such and such. He ain't try to fight him on a 2-month turnaround. He fought the man and he knocked him out. And they still crying. You know what I'm saying? I seen Chris Mannix tell Ryan Garcia, you got all the followers. You have a lot of fans. They got to come to you. You're the man. Ryan Garcia ain't got no belt. All he got is Instagram followers. Tank put real asses in seats. Real asses in seats. And they talking about, he not fighting nobody. He got to go to the other side. Who Theo going to the other side to fight? His whole road to get to Lomachenko was in-house. Why is all that falling on Tank? Why he responsible to go to the other side? Why nobody talking about Bob Arum? Terrence Crawford, all his choices in-house. Theo, all his choices in-house. Only time I seen Lomachenko go somewhere else was to fight on Dazn to fight Campbell for the WBC strap. What else you gonna do? Not go fight? I don't know, man. These dudes crazy, man. Give Tank his credit and stop hating. Matter of fact, man, put me in Border Wars against a Tank hater. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand that hate shit. You know what I'm saying? Put me in there with somebody who don't like Tank. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Well, glad we are the location for you to call in and express those frustrations and let it on out. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're going out to a super chat from D-Style Boxing that says, damn, missed the show. We got work got crazy. Yeah, man, I had invited him to come on. I wanted to have him on as a panelist, but busy with work. That being said, looks like we going out to... Could it? No, it's not Alex Lemon. Of course not. This is AJ in Fresno. What up?
Hey, it was good, man. Shit, first thing I got to say, props off to motherfucking Davis. Tank went out there and fucking handled this shit. You know what I mean? Barrios came in with a game plan, try to stay away, and just try to catch him. But you can see in the later rounds, Davis started kind of leaning a little more, catching him with the left hand, coming in straight. It was just adjustments, man. For those that could see it, we knew that time. We knew that hourglass was coming down. But besides that, it was a good ass that boxing, man. We had Lomachenko fucking just put on a fucking clinic. I mean, that shit was just. I felt bad for that boy after that. And then I seen the fight. I seen the fight before that with Martinez and I want to say it was Cardosa, and that shit was action packed too, man. So I mean, overall, it was a good ass night of boxing all the way around. But that's my call. Y'all be easy.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in. We got Supermax with the super chat that says T.O.'s such a star. They trying to put him on Oscar's undercard. Oh no, wait. They're trying to put him on Oscar's undercard now, man. Now, if that isn't a superstar, then I don't know what is. Laughing out loud emojis. So yeah, man. You know, look, and it sucks that it's they making you pick a one. They making you pick one. You know, it's like, oh, T.O. ain't a star. X, Y, Z, Z, Z. When you should know this already. You shouldn't have us out here getting T.O. mad at us because we telling the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Facts over feelings, man.
Word.
The numbers don't lie.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? In true numbers don't lie fashion, man. My man's in the map, man.
Hey, all I see is
numbers don't lie. Yo, we going out to Matt Machine Gun. These pay-per-views keep delivering. Clapping emoji. Tank and Barrios put on a show. Gervonta looks unbeatable. See? Mayweather Promotions, man. They not worried about hardcores, man. Hardcore is only 250,000 people, man. That's it, man. You know, actually, it could be questioned how many hardcores are they? Only 150,000 bought Crawford Postal? Or 90, something like that. Like, B-Hop, Roy Jones 2, 50,000 of us. What was that? Sugar Ray and Sugar Shane and Sergio Mora, right? That was another one that I bought. Like, I mean, I don't really understand what people talking about. You know, if we don't let Tank be a star, who else is gonna carry the sport? Cause I don't see nobody else out here doing it like that. I mean, Earl definitely coming close, and Lord knows I wish I could be in the building for this Pacquiao fight to get the whole true, you know, ambiance of that damn thing, because these things is looking real good, man. Real good. If you on Blog Talk and you ain't press 1, that's why I ain't go to you. And if you've been there long, that's why I ain't go to you, because you ain't press 1. LV Slugger. What up, though?
Are you with me?
I need the cricket sound bite. Where my cricket's at, man? There he goes. What up, y'all?
I'm good.
We hear you.
Y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Great weekend of boxing, man. Man, last night was crazy, man. Atlanta definitely, man, was lit, man. I ain't even make it to the fight, to the main event, you know what I'm saying? But man, the shit was just crazy. Like, I've been to the football games before, I've been to basketball games, but that boxing experience, man, is like no other, man. It's something I definitely gotta do again, man, because Tank brought him up, man. I really ain't never seen nothing like that for real, man. For him to do what he did, man, great fight, man. He definitely gave the fans a show. Everybody in the crowd was, you know, entertained. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Info Joe said he felt the energy through the TV, man. I felt, just imagine being in the building, man. Like, the shit was crazy. I definitely got to go to another boxing match. When I was walking in, Erickson Lubin was just now stopping Rosario, so I missed the whole co-main, but just like the city was crazy, so it was just hard to get to arena. But you know what I'm saying, I'm not even disappointed, because like the main event was just that good. I was able to see him walk out, you know what I'm saying, all that. But Tank definitely put on the performance, man. Showed he can bang with them boys at 140. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before the fight, I thought he was going to Pedraza. The Pedraza performance, and that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? People was looking at that Santa Cruz, seeing them get touched up and thinking, you know, they was going to see that. You know, it just levels to this boxing shit, and Styles, you know, makes the fight, you know what I'm saying? With Santa Cruz, he was allowing, you know, Santa Cruz coming from a smaller division, he throwing all them punches, you know, he was allowing them to touch him up, felt his power so he can set up that knockout punch. You know, with last night, you could just see him boxing the bigger man, you know, and just getting the job done. But I could say this, You know, shout out Barrios, man. Like he a true warrior. You know what I'm saying? He definitely came to fight. And I feel like he done gained a lot of fans even after the loss, man, when he was getting booed. The same people that was booing, you know, giving him his props, man. So I think Barrios may have gained some, you know, fans with his performance last night. You know, so I said a late round stoppage. I mean, you know, that's what it was. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't kind of like the stoppage, man. I think Barrios could have, you know what I'm saying, let that man go out on the show. I don't think he was hurt enough to where, you know what I'm saying, he was just going to get killed in the ring. You know, I feel like they could have let that fight kept going. You know what I'm saying? Just let it play out. You know what I'm saying? But the ref stepped in, did what he had to do. But, yeah, man, that was a great fight, great experience, man. After last night, man, I definitely got to go to Wilder Fury 3, man. That was my first boxing match ever going to, but man, Tank brought him.
The fight?
Yeah, I was in there.
Man, how you ain't hit me
I was
up?
in there.
You tripping, man.
I didn't even know you were. I thought you was gonna do the live thing. You know what I mean? You had did the live with the Floyd, with the Logan, so I didn't even know you was out there till late. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know you was in the fight. I knew you would come to Atlanta, but I didn't know you was in there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was experience like no other, man. That's definitely something I gotta do again, man. But yeah, y'all keep doing your thing. But on his next opponent, I'm really not sure where to go, man. Because like I said, he do whatever he want from 130 to 140. He holding it down. He the biggest star, hands down. After seeing last night, man, it's no question. He the biggest star in them divisions right now, man. But the next fight, I like that Gary fight, but I don't know if they're gonna, like I said, I don't know if they're gonna do that. I believe
that's
thing, a big fight with the build.
They wasn't there, man.
That's a great build.
They wasn't there, so
Yeah,
they don't understand
yeah.
it. I see this dude in the chat, Russell Pell or Pet, I don't know what his name is. My man hating. He trying to secretly hate. He like, well, Stardom is based off popularity, and 250,000 pay-per-views doesn't equate to popularity. It's like, kick rocks, man. Fuck, dude. The dude you keep capping for, because I see you. All your little messages are about your boy Josh, and that's cool, man. Just like Gennady was your boy. I know exactly who you are. I have the illest memory in the game, dog. You literally used to DM me so much. He DM'd me so much about this Gennady shit back in the day. Canelo spanked his ass and he's disappeared. Listen, you back. Now it's Josh is your new little horsey horse in the race, and it's all good. But remember, he's just another horse in the race. That's it. That's it, man. That's it, bro. But listen, all these fights gonna happen. I'm sure, man. I'm sure. Tank,
and it's not too soon, man. It's not too soon. The legacy is not over. It's not written yet, man. Let's slow down on that.
Nah, and listen, everybody's legacy is different. I mean, right? So people looking at it like, oh, he moved up. He didn't fight Josh. Okay, so he's not Crawford. You know, he doesn't move straight up and fight a champion. Why can't he be Danny Garcia? Or is he?
That's what I'm saying.
Is he better than Danny? Because Danny had a 143-pound fight, a 144-pound fight, and then a 147-pound fight. Tank moved up 2 divisions, and yeah, he didn't take on a champion, but he's testing the waters. What is wrong with that? Nah, he moved up, he got to fight the best because he's Tank. And it's like he said, I'm glad I watched that All Access, man. They just want to see you lose. They just want to see you lose. So what if his master plan has always been Josh Taylor? I mean, didn't he come out on Twitter and say that he could beat Josh Taylor? Isn't this a step closer to Josh Taylor? People talking about Josh Taylor would beat him for a reason because he just fought at 140. Now that fight is actually fathomable. When in the past, he was at 126 on Twitter talking about, I'll beat Josh Taylor. No, everybody, man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now he just made that shit.
Think about that.
Yeah, now he just made it all that much more real. But people still finding a way to hate, but I love it, I love it, I love it. I really do. I really love being on the opposite side of these fucking haters, man. Got nothing else to do but hate. Old bored and tired haters. Mr. Russ here. What'd he say? I know he said something new. Give me a new one. What do you say? I'm talking facts. Elite fighter. This is what I'm saying. So Josh Taylor in 17 fights fought all the elite fighters. Why is he worried about Tank? Tank ain't fought no elite fighters, according to Russell Petit. I don't even know. I don't want to mispronounce it. We're going to go with Russ. So according to Russ, Tank has fought no elite fighters. So then why is your champion with all the belts on Twitter worried about Tank? I just don't understand y'all. Like y'all got this weird energy when it comes to y'all favorite fighter instead of like, I don't know, DMing your favorite fighter? DMing them and just being like, yo, is Tank your favorite fighter? Because that's what's going on. Tank is your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. I hope y'all know. Did y'all see how many people came out? Just saying, man. A lot of stars was there. N.O., what up? Why you wasn't in the building, man? Ain't that close? Atlanta and New Orleans, probably not. N.O., talk to me. Oh, wait. You got an intro. Let me dust off this. Where that's the intro at, man? That's what happens when you don't call in, man. We got to make space. Out with the old, in with the new. Nah, I'm joking. It's somewhere here for real, but I don't know where it's at. Damn. There's only 2 letters, too. N-O. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. Here we go. Callers. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
Whoa. What's happening? What's happening, you dig?
What up?
Ain't nothing, man. Who all we got on the pen? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just spinning the block one time, letting the AK spit.
Me and I mean, the 2-man team.
Man, what's up, my man? Bro, what's been popping with you? You heard me?
Hey, no, what's going on, bro? How you feeling, man? How's everything?
Man, I'm feeling swell, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here getting it like always, you know what I'm saying? I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've been ripping and running, grinding like Nestor Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? Just let me live, you hear me? But look, this how we gonna do this shit. Tank is a bona fide star, bro. I saw some holes in this game that I know can easily be corrected. So I ain't gonna trip on that because I know the team about to get to work on that and they about to get busy. Tank is a star. They gotta start making the big fights, Ness. Like Ryan Garcia, this shit gotta start happening ASAP, man. They gotta start mixing it up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the White Wolf, the return, the legend of Mitt. I told you, Ness, when they do that rematch with him and Lopez, we're gonna have another conversation on that. You hear me? But back to Tank. Tank is the real deal. He the goods. We just gotta see the fights. I don't know the John Taylor fight. We don't even know how long John Taylor gonna be at 140. How long he's sticking around? He want that fight? He trying to make that happen, or he trying to go up to 140?
Of course he want that fight. The biggest fight of his career, man.
But how to negotiate? Who the big dog in that fight?
Who the big dog?
Yeah, cause you know, man. I'm asking for a reason. Cause you know what Leonard, you know what LB gonna come with, bruh.
But
you know what LB gonna come with.
I mean, you know what I'm gonna come with too.
That's why I need you doing the interview, bruh. Cause the people he doing the interviews with, they just letting him get that shit off, like, bruh.
I'm gonna let him get it off too. Tank is the biggest star from 130 to 140. All roads lead to Tank.
But dude undisputed though, Ness, man. You can't say this dude ain't bringing nothing to the table. So he not bringing nothing to the table. He ain't bringing nothing to the table.
He brought 1,000 tickets to his undisputed fight with Jose Ramirez.
Man, shit, bro. Man, you know them UK fan travel, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm gonna Google. Let's see what's ticket sales. Ticket sales.
That's no, man. Man. Don't hit me. That's don't hit me with that. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that. If they was in a normal stadium, would they have 1,000 people in there?
Bruh. Bruh,
Look at
listen to me.
think about the two fighters. Think about the two fighters that was in that fight. Think about both fighters that was in that fight.
Listen, you asked me
San
a question.
Antonio or Dallas. San Antonio or Dallas.
You asked me a question. Let me answer. You said if they was in a regular stadium or what? Say it again. Just ask the question. Let me answer.
All right, with both of those names. One has people coming from the UK.
Bruh, we know the names. You ain't gotta sauce it up. We know the names. Josh Teller with Jose Ramirez. Okay, what's the scenario?
Would that be 1,000 ticket sales?
What you mean? Would it be that's what it was? So yeah, it would be 1,000.
Man, all right, bro. All right, this what we doing. This what we doing on the show now, bro. Come on, man.
I mean, listen to me. He held 1,000 for his UK fans. Like I mean, what else do you want me to tell you?
Ramirez ain't had no fans in there. He ain't had no fans in there.
You're not listening. Josh Teller was held 1,000 tickets from Top Rank. Jose Ramirez was expected to bring 5 to 7. Okay? That's it. They only had a 50% capacity with 7,000 tickets. Josh Teller only brought 1,000 tickets. You want me to fucking make up new tickets for him? And they had 7,000 people in attendance. Now stop asking me and start asking yourself why they put this super fight, allegedly super fight, with this alleged big draw, Josh Teller, with all these fans from across the country. Why they put it in a little ass 7,000 ticket seat arena? Tank ain't in no 7,000 ticket seat arena. And don't give me COVID because there wasn't no COVID here. He could have went somewhere where there wasn't COVID. Y'all keep giving Top Rank a pass. They could have been did Wilder Fury in Florida and in Texas. They was trying to get out the fight. They could have been did Crawford versus anybody in other states and cities with other people, with Porter. They don't want it. They're called Stop Rank. And when they did in-house, right? When Tio fought Comey in-house, Lou DiBella literally came on this show and said, when I deal with Top Rank, I gotta sign over my rights. So he had to get Comey, which is his duty, to get his fighter the best opportunity, but he also had to lose him. Just like Warren had to lose Fury to Top Rank. But y'all don't see the fucking proof. So now I gotta lose my fighter and you gonna serve him up to Tio and he got knocked out. Cool. That's in-house, but we gonna act like it's not. Because guess what? It ain't Mayweather, so we don't gotta hate on Bob. It ain't Ellaby. We don't gotta hate on them. It ain't those dudes successfully putting on mega events.
That's crazy talk, dude.
Three times the amount of tickets, okay? So now Bob puts your super fight in a little arena and you blaming Tank. Tank is the ace.
I'm not blaming Tank. I never blamed Tank.
You are blaming Tank because you said
y'all saying this man don't bring nothing to the table. He got 4 titles.
You said to me, Ness, I need you interviewing Ellaby because they not saying the right things. That's not true. They all saying the right things. Ellaby just answering correctly. You ain't bringing nothing to... Fuck your belts. Nobody can eat them belts. None of Tank kids, not his mother. Nobody can eat them belts. And guess what? Your man Josh Teller on Twitter whoring them belts out, hoping Tank give him an opportunity. So guess what? So hold on a minute because you keep talking without listening. Josh is undisputed and Tio think he undisputed and they both want the Tank fight. So how important are they belts, man? Y'all better wake up and smell the coffee. I can't do this for free.
Ness, if you have all 4 belts, you can't fight another champion in that division. You gotta fight a guy with no belt, right or wrong.
Dog.
Right or wrong. So if you're gonna fight a guy with no belt, you want the next thing. Go ahead.
You got 2 undisputed champions calling out Tank, man. Come on, man.
I mean, he a star. I said that in the beginning of my speech. I said that Tank was a star.
There's nothing to argue about that.
No, it is something to argue about. Leonard Ellaby saying that these guys don't have any, they don't bring anything to the table.
What the fuck?
How can you not, bring how you can't bring nothing to the table. One of these guys top in the top pound for pound list because he beat the White Wolf.
Champ.
Is Lomachenko a legend? Is Lomachenko a legend? Right? Yes or no?
Listen to me, champ. Listen.
I mean, how you feel about this shit, man? How you feel about this?
Yo, it's hilarious that go ahead. Go ahead. Oh my god.
Dropped in to see that Morrell fight. I went to go see what Morrell was shaking with. But yo, you know, one thing I could say, we had went over this earlier. I want to ask you, what you think about Danny Garcia and Tank at 147.
I mean, it's cool, but I don't. That's like you catching me off guard with Dan. It's like I don't like Danny. He on a losing streak. He need a comeback. He need like a get right fight. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to see Tank move up and fight a heavy puncher to a guy that's acclimated at 147 already. Tank, he just made the 140, so I'm not trying to put him in there with Danny, who a bigger guy. He about to go up to 154 possibly. So that's not even a fight that's coming to mind. Now, Tank and Devin Haney, Tank and Lopez, Tank and Lomachenko, Ryan Garcia, maybe, I don't know, the Mikey fight, I think, I don't know. How you feel about that fight, Mikey?
Yo, Mikey got to come off the couch now or else that fight ain't worth it to me. And so the reason why I even asked, because, when I first saw, I said, damn, all these fights we're not going to get. Now, I would love to see Tio and Tank get it on, right? I think Loma gets his ass beat by Tank, and I think Ryan gets bodied by Tank, Now, I wish still them fights could happen, even though I feel like based on yesterday. And I even go back as far as saying, based on the way Tank was handling Red Catch and sparring, I just seen something the way he liked brutalizing somebody with punches. So, when I said, I like the fact that, he out here, reaching for greatness. I understand there's a business part of it that's not going to make certain fights happen. But with that said, if what's offered on that side of the street is Regis Prograis, Gary Russell Jr., and Mikey Garcia, and what's the other guy? Aroli. You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna get Tio, you're not gonna get Ryan, you're not gonna get Loma, then that's what's on the table. I you know what I'm saying? I gotta look at the prospect of what is potentially on the table as opposed to arguing about why something may or may not be happening, especially about Top Rank.
Yeah, I feel you out, man. One of them fucking fights gotta happen, dog. And I don't give a fuck which one it is. One of them
The Teal fight.
I don't know.
The Teal fight.
Alright, the Teal fight, I take that. Now, as far as on the PBC side, I take the Ruger Roof fight, but I'm not saying that the fight I won't. But if I'm just gonna get some shit, I take that one. Cause Ruger Roof, that'll be a tough fight. I don't think he beating Tank, but I think it'll be one hell of a fight. That's my call.
Appreciate you,
Yeah, I hear a lot of people upset, man. But they could only be one, and his name is Tank, man. It's that simple. Davidian, what up?
Yo, what's good? Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, good. I mean, goodness.
What up?
Nah, it was a good night of fights, man. I was rooting for my man because, I picked Barrios, but I know how special Tank is. And I'm not copying nobody, but when I was watching the fight, Tank was resembling a lot of Canelo. Like, the patience, like, by round, he was kind of like wearing Barrios out. And then he has the power, so... Because I even said in the back chat with, like, Keem and them for a minute when I popped in there. It's just like when the fight started, I'm like, he kind of resemble Canelo in a way. But, he's his own man, but he's sweet, though. But I'm just glad Barrios didn't get knocked out like Leo, so he did good. So it was just a great night of fights. Of course, I always get nervous in fights like that too, because I don't want to see nobody get hurt real bad. But I don't know. It was a good night of fights, and Tank the truth. I know his power is real, so can't wait to see who he fights next. But great show, and God bless y'all.
Thank you, brother.
All right. James, talk to me.
Yo, good evening, Ness. What's up, Amin? How y'all doing?
All right.
Hey, before I start my call, hey, Amin, you was wilding, man, talking about how Tank should come up to AC, man, and try to restore that city, man. You know, Atlanta's where it's at, man. That's where he gonna stay, man. You know, AC's trash, man. You know, I get, yo, I love your Jersey bias, though, man. I respect it, bro.
He trying to get him to bring the entertainment to New Jersey.
that shit's past done, man.
Nah, let's be real. What you mean?
Nah, man. We'll talk about it another time. But let me get this off, man. Tank got to be boxing's new king of the South, and you saw that firsthand, live in emotion. That was like a fucking movie, man. Last night. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, with him bringing all the asses out and everything, man, Josh Taylor only bringing 1,000 people, Loma only doing 2,800 in DC. Who the fuck really needs who? It's simple as that,
man. I'm trying to tell you, they don't see that. They talking about belts
and
and all this shit. You got two dudes with a bunch of straps calling that dude.
You know what I'm saying? And Loma's supposed to be one time pound for pound great or some shit like that, and he needs Tank. How the hell that looks? Come on, man. Let's be real here, man. Tank's an A side in both of those fights. And with that being, and also on top of that, man, why people talking about that he needs to be chasing legacy, woo woo woo, man. These are the same people that ain't even great in their own goddamn lives, man. Let's be real. Tank is 25 years old, man.
26.
26. Come on now, 26, man. He got so much more time in this damn sport, man, to be great. All those fights could possibly happen in due time, man. But let's let him get that money. Let's him stack that bread up, because one thing we always worry about with these fighters is being broke after their career. So let him make the most now.
But bruh.
Yes.
He got 2 elite level wins, and people literally super chatting to say what elite fighters he got.
Look, man, before this fight, man, these the same legacy criers and all this and that, man, talking about, oh yeah, man, he might be bit off more than he fucking chew fighting Barrios. Oh man, Leo's a scary fight or whatever, man. He might not train hard enough for Leo, and he knocked them both off, man. Tank is out, and Tank is showing that he's pound for pound greatness, man. He's showing that. He's showing that he's the real deal. I really hope that Mikey Garcia fight comes to fruition, because that's not going to be at the Hawks Arena. They're going to move that to where the Falcons play if that happens, and they're going to open that up. I can almost guarantee that, because there's going to be so many asses in that building for that. But on top of that, man, I think the last thing I want to close off with, man, is Floyd Mayweather pretty much saved those guys, man. Those newly crowned 4 kings or whatever. Think about it. If Tank was to knock off, Tio or Loma, like the same way he did Barrios and Leo Santa Cruz, Bob Arum will fucking cut them for the top ranked roster, man. Anyways, man, that's my call. Appreciate the content. Yo, stay up, man. And holla, man.
We got Charles, excuse me, that says Tank is Camelot. Hashtag payday. He want payday. Yo, listen, he's already the new Canelo. I'm gonna tell you why. Canelo wasn't even at 60, and people were saying he was ducking Gennady. He hadn't even fought at 60. He was ducking Gennady. Cotto put him in a catch weight of 155, and he was ducking Gennady. It's crazy, So I say that to say this: Tank, before yesterday, fought a 130 pounder at 130 pounds in Leo Santa Cruz. all of a sudden today, somehow Tank has inherited Josh Taylor. It's funny to me. It's like, yo, he gotta fight Taylor. He just fought 130 pounds in his last fight. Somehow, he ducking Taylor, don't want to fight Taylor. Devin is at 135. Tio is at 135. Nobody ain't saying Shakur or Valdez. Ain't them the 30 pounders?
Yeah.
So I'm just a little, I'm Haney, right? Like he 35, like that's not his division. Why did he inherit the fight with Tio? Don't Haney got to get that fight with Tio so they could do undisputed? All of a sudden, y'all want Tank to do that now. I'm shocked.
Well, you
Ryan been at
like
35.
I say,
Like, how is that Tank's problem?
you got people doing it for two different reasons, man. You got some people that's just they like to move the goalposts, man. They just want to move the goalposts. But then you have some people, I think they just legitimately, like you asked my man, how old he was, because some people they reach a point of where they say they just want the best to fight the best, and I can respect that. It's an old head, kind of, we joke and we say it's an old head way of thinking because you totally throwing out really how boxing operates. So that's really idealistic, but that I could take a little bit better than somebody just moving the goalposts because that same cat. Whatever Tank do from here, it's not going to be good enough. It's not going to be good enough. So that's why, I keep banging the drum for Danny Garcia. Yeah, he might be ready to move up to 154, but even better, because it's not going to be good enough. You know what I'm saying? Until what? Tank's got to fight Canelo? You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, you see the unfair double standard. So when Danny announced he was moving up to 54, we started saying names like Tony Harrison. No one said Danny got to move up and call out Jermell Charlo. Danny got to move up and fight Jermell Charlo. He can't fight no one else. But Tank got to fight Josh Taylor. He doesn't get the luxury that Danny gets moving up to 54. I don't understand. But I guess that's the superstardom. When you're a superstar, it's like, nah, we want to, again, what Tank said, they want to see you lose. So it's like, nah, you can't get a Tony Harrison fight like Danny. You got to go up and fight Crawford or Earl. Like, I get it. I get it, man. But look, that's all the callers. We ain't going to keep anybody. You want any final thoughts, man? Let everybody know. You let them know. You and Mike are the same. You let everybody know that you did your post on IG, but you ain't tell them where to follow you or where to see it.
Oh yeah. Follow me at King Amin of Essex on Instagram. King Amin of Essex 1. Also check me out here on YouTube. King Amin of Essex 1 on my YouTube page. Got some joints over there. Championship round, some segments I'm doing over there. And of course, catch me on here, the flagships and as many shows as I can on TBV Podcast. This is where I'm trying to be. This is where I'm trying to do it. This is where I need y'all to be to check me out.
All right. Listen, I know it's late in the show, so you probably won't even hear this, but don't forget to subscribe, man. I'm trying to get to 127,000. We like right there on the cusp. And it's not where it should be. So, yeah, let's flip the switch, get to 127K, and reach another milestone. If you are a Patreon of TBV, there is a post already out on Patreon, not only for Untitled, which I plan to do. The only way I don't do Untitled tomorrow, I'm going to just be straight up and honest, is if I go from Ortiz Gym to Woodley's gym. There's a strong possibility I might do that. I've been trying to get that Woodley action. So if that happens, then in that 3-hour back, I might be late or tired, but I'll probably still do it. Because look, y'all don't even know. I just came from Atlanta, 7-hour driving, and still did the show. I'm a fucking beast. You know what I'm saying? My work ethic is crazy. And honestly, there's a lot of people like, swear they know something, and they like, oh, why you doing your shit for Fight Hype? And it's like, yo, I never had a team. I mean, I never could put out an interview. I never could do an interview and send it, and it be out the same night so that the world knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I was literally like snuggling in bed watching my shit be out. You feel me? Like, people think it's easy or magic that if I want to upload a video, it's just gonna magically be there. That shit ain't easy, man. That shit ain't easy. And I like that my narrative is on a bigger platform as well. It gets put out to the world. Like, I could literally make this Ennis fight. You know what I'm saying? Little by little, we got Keith. He like, oh, I don't even know Ennis. Now we got the world reacting to Keith. They mad. They get a lot of comments over there, bro, and you get a sense for like, whoa, they tight at Keith, man. They saying that Keith is got the same energy he had with Earl, and you know what happened. So basically they saying, if you keep saying you don't know Ennis, when Ennis blows up, and then you want an opportunity, be careful he don't give it to you the way Earl is not giving it to you, because you had this same energy with Ennis. And with Earl. So I wanna go back to Keith and bring him that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm waiting till there's a little bit more, because we need a little bit more so I can have more topics to talk to him about. So you guys too, all our patrons, put your thinking caps on, because when we get ready for Keith, I need ammunition, and your questions are that. And not only that, you as a patron, you should be happy that your question is reaching is out there, man. Somebody asked something about Pacquiao. That shit at like 400,000. So yeah, man. Shout out to all my patrons. That being said, going to see Christopher Colbert mañana. So drop your question for Colbert on the Patreon page. Also, you could drop your topic or question for Untitled, which if all things go perfect, I'll do it at 7 p.m. or a little bit later. And yeah, we also got a Border Wars post out with the confirmed matches. Confirmed, we have Mario Munguia taking on Jose from Canada. Mario is 1-1, suffered one loss to Keem, and he has one win over Show Kid. Jose 3-0, 2 wins over Cash Weezy, sometimes, not the former is the wrong word, sometimes co-host, and 1 win over the always dangerous SOG Cruz of Texas. On the undercard, you got the rematch with Marvin the Tank, 2-belt Furman taking on Anthony Edwards in a rematch from 2016, bringing all the smoke. Keem the Dream, who holds the win over Mario, who's on the main event, will be taking on Vega, who has been in a fight of the year and right now is 1-1 with a loss to Jordan Baker via knockout, but a win over Matt Machine Gun Garces. Jordan Baker, who beat Chris Vega by knockout, is on the undercard taking on Show Kid, who lost to Mario. So this is how PBC needs to learn how to fucking put their cards together, Keep the audience familiar with the fighters and build to bigger things, because now, who knows what Show Kid or Jordan can get next. Maybe they get a Mario or Jose shot, you know what I'm saying? Because these are all the names, and Keem too. These are all mixed in. Donnell Fernandez getting that rematch with Malik Johnson from he's from Milwaukee at 140 rematch. The return of our big friend Supermex. He's going to be taking on Santiago in a rematch of, I don't know what year, but it was Fight of the Year with so many punches thrown. These dudes bring the excitement. Supermex, pretty much the pioneer of ring walk, exclusive ring walk music, because pioneer ring walks is definitely Jose from Canada. And then returning ever since his loss to Mitty, You got Elias, the Lion. Lioness, the cousin of Alexander Dumatron Lioness, taking on James Clark of Where Rep It, not What Rep It, or Wear It, I think, like wear, not put it on, not the clothing, like not wear clothing, wear it, like where is it, but without the is, I don't know. Point is, he lost to Esteban. So again, keeping you familiar, bringing him back. You know, showing that one loss doesn't mean nothing in the Border Wars ecosystem. We bring you right back. He's taking on Elias. Then we got a potential fight. And it's only a potential because I'm out there putting it in the universe. These two men refuse to say each other's name. They don't have a fight. They both want to fight, but they won't fight each other, or at least won't call each other out. Smoke 'em out, Jay, in the heavyweight division, and Terrell Fireflame Harris in the heavyweight division. Possible fight that could be made, signed, sealed, and delivered right now if they just agreed. If they just said, yeah, I want to fight you, and yeah, you can fight me. We can do it right now, live on the BPE network, you know, September 18th. Very easy to get this fight done if they just say each other's name. We got the return. Oh, well, we don't have. I wanted this fight, but it looks like Machine Gun is having a son or a child, and he isn't gonna make it to Wisconsin. I want him to absolutely change his mind and take on the Jason Hotsey fight. If not, Jason Hotsey is available. Shout out to Jason Hotsey. Please, I'm gonna hook you up. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, call me, man. Call me. But shout out to Jason Hotsey. I just want to ring the alarm for him. First fighter, to have the intelligence. And this is what I'm saying, right? Like, you can be an A-side like Marvin, right? Marvin got 2 belts, right? He's clearly the A-side in Border Wars, right?
Yeah,
definitely. But he's not the main event. Ask yourself that question. Why is he not the main event?
It's got to be something bigger.
I'll tell you. Mario's fights do better numbers. It's just that simple. You the 2-belt champ and you only got 600 views on your fight. Something's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Marvin headlined the joint that at Tampa, right? Marvin was the headline, right?
He did headline that. Let's see what that one's at. What's that one called? That is
Marvin
Border
versus
Wars.
King.
That is Border Wars 11. And look, he's the main event. All the fights are on one card, so we still gonna give him credit for the total amount of views because he's the main. And that was Florida, right? Let's see. Florida. There it is. What do we got here? Let's see. And he had OG. That was a strong undercard. Him and Keem, main event. Look, that's only at 1,700. Mario shits on that. That's what I'm saying. Mario, Bishop. Bishop is the real main event. Bishop is the real main event. Bishop is like, whoa, numbers through the roof. And performances he puts on. He puts on. Bishop 2-0, 2 KOs. He folding dudes. Like, he lights out or he folding you. Like, and there's no disrespect, but this is boxing. You know, this is boxing. Tickets matter. Sales matter. Ass and seats. All that matter, man. All that matter. Y'all keep thinking it don't fucking matter. I'm showing you that matter even on Border Wars level. That being said, Marvin ain't main event. But Steven Rivera, a.k.a. Chino, now he's main event worthy. He's main event worthy, but he needs a dance partner. He's only 1-0. He sold 43 tickets. Now, keep that in mind, bro. When we talking about 300 and something people coming out and you sold almost 50, holy shit. You understand? So, that's a dude that's a strong co-main. And I got somebody for him. I need Adrian to clip that footage. Send me that footage so I can send it to the kid I've been promoting, man. I've been giving this kid a lot of free promotion. Brandon, you know every time you do that, they hear you alerting me with your texts. With your calls, I mean. He says, put it in Discord chat. Put what in the Discord chat? I don't even got nothing to put. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, put in the Discord chat, the link. All right, Brandon, thanks for the reminder. Yes, join us on Discord, absolutely free. Right here in this link where you can join the boxing conversation even after the video ends. Plus, you'll be updated to, all new video links, spontaneous shows, anytime I go live, all that great stuff. And, the community's always in there talking boxing, man. So if you're like me, and the reason I started this show many years ago was because I didn't have anyone to talk to. We've created a community on Discord where you always will have someone to talk to. So the link is in the chat right now. You can click it and become a member of our free Discord chat. It's a 24/7 chat. We also have different levels there that if you're a Patreon member, you can see the Border Wars Discord and the all the other ones that our good friend Brandon set up. That being said, back to the card and the opponents that I need, all right? We need an opponent for Jason Hotsey, preferably 0-0 fighter, limited experience. We need a chubby weight for Steven Rivera, a.k.a. Chino. Remember, you will be the B-side to him unless you bring your own celebrity status, but he had 43 people in attendance. So if you are a dude that you think you're badass and you want to fucking make everybody mad, you take the Chino fight and you make his 43 fans, which I'm sure his fans is going to be more this time because that was the first fight. Now more people are going to come out like, damn, we missed it. I promise I'm did a second one. Oh, you fighting again? Yeah, I'm going to beat it. So Chino going to have like 80, just saying. Sir Isaac is back. He wanted the rematch with Carlos Mendoza. Mendoza's moving on. He's going to open up his USA boxing book and become an amateur, but he'll be back. He'll realize that there is no spotlight on the amateurs the way that TBV's doing Border Wars. Coach Myers, 154-pounder, looking for some action. Sir Isaac is 140, looking for action. Chino is a chubby weight, 200-plus, looking for that action. So Steven Rivera, we need an opponent for him, 200-plus. Sir Isaac, we need an opponent for him. 130 and 135, 140. We also need a 40 and over, 118, 122. What is that? Bantamweight or super feather? No. Bantamweight or featherweight? Excuse me. You don't know? You don't know? I don't know, but we need a 40 and over. If you
Oh, my bad. I was muted. Bantam.
Okay. If you've been on the fence about doing this, here's your opportunity. 40 and over only, 118 to 122. We got the smoke for you. Shout out to Baldy. That's right. Baldy want to get in the ring. That's right. That's right. Shout out to his friend Juan, who also came to the fight and also wants to get in the ring. That's right. Actually, Chino, that might be your fight, but he's, I think, 6'1", 315. I'm trying to put him in there with Smoke 'em Out Jay since Rel ain't calling him out. Rel side texting me though, like, I told you I'll take that fight. No, that's not how we want it, right? I mean, we don't want to be forcing you. You supposed to be like, man, this dude ain't Smoke 'em Out. I'm the best fucking heavyweight. I'm an uncrowned. Like, yo, these dudes they don't know how to be Tank. They ain't Tank, man. Tank out here on Twitter telling you he'll beat up Charles Teller, and you over here in this show mad that he ain't fight Teller. See? He know how to bring him out.
There's only one.
He know how to bring him out. These dudes don't know how to be Clubber Lane, man. You got this dude, his name Smoke 'em Out, but you ain't smoking him out. Wait, first of all, this the craziest and most ironic thing I just seen right now. Let me screen share this for y'all, right? How ironic is this shit right here? How ironic is this, I mean? One dude's name is Smoke 'em Out J. Smoke. Keyword smoke. The other dude's name is Terrell Fire Flame. Smoke and fire. 2 keywords, but these motherfuckers won't agree to fight. I swear to God, man. But listen, that's enough promotion for that. And then we got Corey Frank versus Marcus Robert Johnson, which was supposed to happen the first time around. I'm hoping this can get made. I reached out to Robert Johnson, and I haven't heard from Corey. Actually, he hit me up and said his number changed. You need to text me, Corey, because I forgot where you even hit me up at. That being said, anything you see with an emoji means it is not official. So Smoke 'em Out J versus Rel, not official. Machine Gun versus Hot C, not official. Steven Rivera doesn't have an opponent. That's why you see the silhouette. Isaac, no opponent, silhouette. Myers, silhouette. Jason Hot C, silhouette. Corey and Frank, not official. Everything else, official like the tissue right here. Elias, Super Mex Santiago. Donnell rematch with Malik Johnson. Jordan Show Kid. Keem Vega. Tank Edwards. Jose versus Marioski. Fuegoski. It's going down. That was your Border Wars update, man. I know it was late in the show, but all my real ones, that y'all stuck through it. All my truck drivers, y'all gonna get to it. And I'm being told I got footage, so this might go longer. Oh, nah. Don't forget I got a 154-pounder, and we got footage right here of the 154-pounder with some amateur experience. You know, he wants part of Border Wars. He just came up to one of our community members out of nowhere at a restaurant, like, yo, I know you know TBV. I want in on that action. That's right. It's getting big, y'all. It's getting big. Get in now. It's getting big. It's going to be huge. Huge. I'm telling you. Shout out to Watertown, Wisconsin. Shout out to the future mayor of Watertown, George Monterey. Shout out to DEFCON. Shout out to Protect Yourself at All Times. Shout out to the IBO. It's going down, man. We're going to be doing big things. Shout out to Arthur with the Cash App that says Tank Reggie title with more than Super now. Oh, he's saying worth more than the Super now. It sure enough is, champ. It sure enough is. The Reggie title worth more than the Super title. Yo, but Ness GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Mañana for Untitled, we will be here in the building. I'm going to see Colbert. Drop your questions if you want that fuego. Sign up to Patreon because I might make it, like I said. You know, Luis Ortiz might be there. I'm going to put out a Luis Ortiz post just in case he is there, you know. But yeah, man, we out. I'm out. What about you? I mean, you out?
Peace.
All right,
I'm out.
Peace.